live. We're recording.
Okay.
Let me pull up my notes. Welcome, my friends, and welcome back to the Krieg Dominion. I am Omar Krieg, your Lord and Commander of the Krieg Dominion, and your host for this, the 12th episode of Beyond the Frontier, entitled The Anvil. With me, of course, are my wonderful players, Rodance, Luke, Kane. Let's take a moment, see what's new and exciting for them, and I'm totally not going to be over here playing on my phone while that's happening. Rodance, what's new and exciting for you, my friend?
Did you know that apparently the gear shift of a car and freaking handbrakes on a bicycle both use freaking cables?
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the
Yeah.
story of, let me go out and snip some of these brake cables real quick.
Yeah, so I did not know this. So when I went to pull out of my driveway today, I was backing up in the middle of the street, go to pull forward, and my gear shift just slides through all the gears. And when I'm like, it's not like it slides through the gears per se. It's like it's a 4-back gear shift in the center console, kind of older. It just slid without catching on any of the things like it normally would.
We've actually
So
had...
I just had to stand outside for 2 hours waving cars around my car in 85-degree sun.
So was it
because the tow truck took that long to show up?
So was it in reverse and you were unable to change it at all? It just stuck in reverse?
I was in reverse, and then when I went to put it into drive, it wouldn't work right. So I put it into park, turned the car off, turned it back on to see if it was what went wrong, because I'd never had it happen before to me. And then it's just stuck in park. And it was stuck in park until the tow driver came, took the center console around the gear shift apart, and disconnected the messed up cable to the gear shift and pulled whatever it was that made it go into neutral.
Yeah, do what you
It's
gotta
voodoo
do.
magic, man.
Voodoo magic.
It's so cheap.
He told me I technically could drive the car to the dealership myself if I wanted to use pulling on the cables to shift gears.
Nope.
That was a joke. I'm sure.
I'm sure there's a certain amount of liability somewhere in
I don't
there.
think it was a joke, because this guy then, and the trip over to the half a mile down the street Ford dealership, was telling me how he used to work at said Ford dealership as a mechanic. I think he probably could have done it himself if it was his car.
The kind of car
No.
guy that just goes straight to ripping stuff out of your console to make a car drive is the kind of person who has driven a car like that.
No, I had him pull it up on a flatbed tow truck and drive. It's literally out, up one light, across the freeway, another light, dealership.
So I've driven
Not even a mile away.
I've been driving Jeeps for a while, and I Jeep my Jeeps, which means I break them. I have one time I drove around the perimeter of the base to get back to the dorm, being really careful about potholes and bumps because my front drive shaft was just dangling. And I didn't have any ratchet straps or anything to pull it up with, so it was just bouncing around, barely not touching the road because it was tall enough. Just driving, people are like pointing while they're driving by, like, "Do you realize your car is fucked?" And I'm like, "Hey guys." I've also my buddy decided to do some stupid shit and he blew the rear axle.
Not the transaxle, the rear axle.
Yeah, so we just the whole fucking knuckle was just destroyed. So we just took it off, tossed it in the back of the Jeep, and we drove to the dealership in 4 Low. So he just used the front wheels to pull us all the way there. We just turned it into a really expensive Honda. So we roll up to the dealership like that, and great moments, right? You get all these people that go to the dealership and they're like, I don't know, do my routine maintenance, or my car makes a funny noise, or the blinky lights are on. We rolled in, we just walked into the service area carrying his rear drive shaft, and we put it on the desk and went, "That's fucked. Can you unfuck this?"
Might need a new one.
Just walking into a delership with a drive shaft over your shoulders, a whole fucking vibe.
Yeah,
that's definitely a vibe, all right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, it's not like I haven't fixed things in the car myself. Like, I literally replaced motor assemblies inside one of the doors because the window got stuck down. Like, I've done some things that are not just changing the oil. I actually don't like changing the oil. I'd rather go take it someplace because they have a lift to get up under it. I'd rather not do that at home. But I was
Mhm.
like, I have done some things to the car. Like, I understand how it was so bad at one point that I had to have the car detailed, and I made sure they detailed the inside of the engine bay. Yeah. But I'm like, this is a new level of voodoo I haven't dealt with yet. And now I'm gonna find out a lot about it. So if it happens again, I'm gonna just center console,
You'll be the one opening up the
fix
center
it myself.
console.
Next time, yeah.
Yeah.
I question if I had to take the center console off to fix it. I'm probably not putting the center console back on.
Yeah, things like not dealing with that are some of the reasons I tell myself that I bought a stick shift. To just feel better about knowing that I bought it specifically so nobody else could drive it.
Mm.
Yeah, I never learned how to drive a stick shift.
It's kind of fun.
I offered to
Yeah.
teach when I was in the squadron, I offered to teach anybody. Because like I'm either driving a used Jeep, and if you torpedo my foot, if you manage to break my transmission, then congratulations. I spent $4,000 on this. I'll sell it for more than $4,000, even with a busted transmission.
Yeah.
Or the Jeep I have now. In the first 5 years, I had 100% coverage on my drivetrain. So I was like, go ahead, torpedo it. They'll fix it for free. I've seen them do it. Like, this is perfect. You can fuck this transmission up and I won't even be mad. I'll just get another one for free.
That's wild.
I didn't believe it. But that same guy who blew out his rear axle, it fucked up his transmission. So like he went in, they replaced it. He was driving around. He had problems. He brought it back. He had to bring it back a few times. They kept replacing shit as they found more broken shit from his stupid trip. They eventually just gave him a whole new transmission. He didn't pay for any of it. It was 3 years old.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
And we were like, "Are you like?" This was abuse. This was not regular road wear. And they're like, "Yeah, but it's a Wrangler, so." You were off road when you abused it. It's not like you got in a car accident, so we'll replace it.
Yeah, I have
That was
an
pretty cool.
09 Ford Escape. Yeah. So the fact that I'm still driving an 09 car is impressive. 13,
I mean,
16 years later.
09.
I mean, driving an 09 Ford is impressive.
I love how you had to clarify that. Let's
I only have 120,000 miles on it.
If
Oh.
you're driving an 09 Honda or Toyota, then that's not really impressive.
No.
No, I'm
Unfortunately,
driving
it's
an
not.
09 Ford.
Yes, that's impressive. Luke,
Thanks.
I'm gonna try to keep the ball rolling a little bit here. Luke, what's new and exciting for you, my friend?
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so first news.
Sorry.
I just actually sent some pictures in the Discord.
I saw that.
Getting a puppy.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought you
Yeah.
already had a dog, though. Am I
He
erroneous?
passed or something. So we
I'm
had
sorry.
to put them down. Yeah. That was in last October.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So October,
Baby
November,
and
December.
orange and fluffy.
Yeah, he's pretty nice. He's
Next
a
door.
brisson frise. He's just gonna be a small dog. So whatever.
Okay.
Other than that, still doing my courses. I got 2 tests today. They were each worth 50% of my notes in respective courses, and I got a 95 and a 100.
Nice.
So apparently I know what I'm doing.
It would
Well
appear
done.
that way. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, aren't you like allegedly their tutor as well?
Yes, I
Yeah,
have the paperwork
so-
for that.
I love that answer.
Oh,
Yes,
so it's
I even
not
have
as
paperwork for
allegedly.
that.
Yeah, I have a deposit. You want my payslip form?
I got it's Canada. You guys don't have the W-2s, but
No, I don't know what that is.
it's
The
basically
tax form.
Yeah, it's a tax.
Oh, it's a tax form. Okay. I don't know how taxes work in America. I
Okay,
know
neither do we.
They don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't, eh?
So taxes, the W-2 is how you set up your taxes because it changes depending on a couple of circumstances in your personal life.
Your job gives you a W-2, so you have all the numbers you need to put in your tax forms for your job.
Yeah. Oh, it's the W-4 that sets it up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the W-4
Yeah, we
that you
have-
fill
we
out.
have
That you
similar-
fill out based on your situation. The W-2 shows you how much money you made in the previous year, and then the
Yeah,
IRS
that's
says
the
we know
T4.
exactly how much money you made, how much you owe, how much you paid, to us.
And this,
And if you get it wrong, we're
and this-
throwing your ass in jail. Good luck.
And
Yeah.
then there's
Yeah,
two
they make
other
us file
forms
it
if you have
ourselves.
a non-traditional jobs, like if you do commission work, there's a form for that. And if you do like part-time, not really quite entirely on the book, there's a form for that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
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 Well, there's the 3 forms in Canada. That's it. We got 3. T4, T4E, and T4A. T4 is everything on the books. T4A is everything off the books and or like personal income. And then T4E is if you got paid by the government at some point for anything while not working.
There you go. I love
Yeah,
how they had
nice
it
and
so
simple.
simple.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
and
we have tax
don't
code
go to
this
jail
long.
for that.
It's not possible to print the tax code before it changes.
Oh. Oh,
There's that much tax code. You could
Yeah.
print it and fill a warehouse.
Yes.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
It sounds convoluted on purpose.
Yeah.
It
It,
is.
It is.
probably is.
Oh.
There's a tax return processing lobby.
Hmm.
Yeah, tax preparer lobby is a thing.
Do you go into a lobby, like a hotel lobby, or is it like?
Lobbying and the we're going to legally bribe our politicians lobbying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really what it is. Legal bribery.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean,
Um,
incentivizing.
anyways,
Yes.
Yeah.
so about that aliens.
Yeah. Hey, what's new and exciting for you? We really are tangentializing a lot tonight.
I don't know. I feel like I did an intro by sharing
Your own car
other
stories?
Jeep breaking stories.
That's
Because
fair.
I'm the guy who goes, I wonder if I could do that. And I fuck up. I'll roll it over, I'll snap something, I'll fall off of something and hear things fall out of the bottom of the Jeep. I bust that shit up. I had
how else
one
do you clean it
where
by tipping it over?
I had one where I was like, that field looks a little marshy, but it doesn't look too marshy. And I drove into it
It was too much.
until it was just rooster tails, and I stopped and I was like, I might be stuck. I rolled down my window, and like the bottom third of my door was in mud.
Hmm.
So I turned it off. I climbed out the top of the Jeep, and I sort of like threw myself off at a tree. So that because I didn't know how deep I was gonna sink, and I didn't want to get stuck in the mud and be trapped out in the wilderness. Threw myself at a tree so I could try to hobo Tarzan my ass out.
Oh, Tarzan. What an image.
Then I had to go find someone to get it out because it's not like a tow truck could get out there.
No.
So I'm trying
no.
to find other Jeepers. And miraculously, when I need just help and not fun, like people are suddenly vanishing. I found a guy who had a dually like F350, and he was like, I'll go do it. It's like, oh, okay, well, if you think you can get it out there. And he did, to his credit. We broke 3 chains trying to get that Jeep out because it was sunk so far down. He was trying to pull a mountain when he was trying to pull the Jeep
Yeah.
out.
You know what the
Yeah, it was kinda getting hard,
you know
too.
what the
The
M88
only-
is, right?
The only reason my fucking bumper or axle didn't get torn off was because it was all replaced with steel stuff directly on the frame. So I was like, Jesus, this is so fucking nuts.
Kane, do you know in your Air Force experience, do you know what an M88 recovery vehicle is?
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, just picture a gigantic freaking tank without a turret and add like tow chains and toolboxes out the ass. Because that's basically what it is. It's the mechanics use it for heavy vehicle recovery or, pulling people out of the mud. Except when the M88 flat bottom vehicle itself, this is a tracked vehicle, by the way, so the chassis bottom is completely flat. And for those that don't know, when you run into mud, what is one of your biggest problems in getting out of that mud? It's not that you're stuck necessarily. It's the vacuum seal that you create. So that even another M88 in a combat zone environment had a difficulty to get in there because a truck got stuck. M88 went out to recover it. The M88 somehow got stuck in some really shitty mud because it was that time of year in Iraq. And for those that have not been in Iraq, there is this thing called moon dust. I want you to picture flour, except it's sand, but it's
Does
flour.
that like turn into silty mud?
It's
Like liquid silt mud? Or something like that?
It gets really weird. like porridgey mud. Because it's
That
like
just
this
sounds
super
terrible.
fine, dusty sand. I don't know how else to
Mhm.
explain it. Like, imagine flour, but it's not flour. And so it gets it. That was a long night. And our job was simply to escort the fuckers in and out. It's like our job was like, hey, so there's a downed vehicle in the other platoon. You're gonna bring the 88 out to them. Hey, guess what? The 88 stuck. Fuck my life. It's got even longer. Because all I could think of course, was that flat bottom hole of the fucking 88. Anyway, I have a bass stringed guitar thingy. I bought one of those last week when I turned in my kid's cello because he didn't want to do music this year. So we took the cello back, and I wanted to get a bass. So now I have a bass guitar that I'm going to learn how to play, and I can fiddly funky way my way through some stuff right now. Only because
Nice.
I spent many years of my earlier parts of my life playing the guitar, so there's a little bit of overlap there. But I digress because, as Kane has pointed it out, we probably should play the game that we're actually here for. It's been 16 minutes since I started the stream, so I guess we should actually play the game. Previously on Beyond the Frontier, some things happened. People did things. Ships flew around. We met some people. We drank some tea. We informed the Pike that there's a reason for the Pike to be a Pike. And Pike is now suddenly excited. So that's where we're going to start with
I
this
have a
episode.
humanitarian job to do.
Humanitarian, which is just code for I get to murder somebody. We begin aboard the Solovetsky Island as it is zipping around after having picked up everybody from the crashed ship that had a bunch of guns and medical equipment and not much else worth of salvage. I'm going to let you guys run with it. So basically, we're going to have a planning session and then an execution stage and then maybe some wrap up on this mission perhaps tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Should be pretty fast.
I'm
20 minutes later, and because it's Pike, 20 minutes later. Well, guys, what a great evening. I will see you again next week.
so why
I would like to get a big crate, and I would like to like
Can you get a soapbox?
Alita knows all about like all the shit we looted because she was there for it. So I'm gonna need you to open up the arms room so I can put my box of guns in there, and like I'm gonna bring it in and have all the medical supplies. I'm gonna try to divide it up evenly and put them in like trash bags, and then just Sharpie on each of them for one for each of us for tradables or lootables. Because it's our salvage split 3 ways, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the guns. I'm just gonna group them in groups of 3, and I'm just gonna put like duct tape on them and write each of our names down so we each own a third of the guns in this crate in the armory.
I imagine Wright is probably there helping you.
And Alita, I'm putting them in the armory.
Yep. And then who was the other one? Oh, Quintana, Emily Quintana or whatever her name
Emily
was.
Quintana.
Yeah.
Emily is now the proud
Yeah.
owner of like 2 rifles and a bunch of handguns or some shit.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, there was
I've
a
got
decent
the
number
note
of
written down.
weapons.
It was mostly handguns.
Yeah. Well, there was a handful of rifles and a handful of pistols and like 120 rounds apiece or some shit like that.
Yeah.
A little bit of some older body armor type stuff, I think. Maybe.
I'll use duct tape to, wrap together and label ammo cans. Yeah, I split everything up 3 ways and I put it all in this big crate. And I just on the side of the crate, I'll label salvage/loot.
And I want you to imagine somewhere along the way, Tan Blatchman makes an appearance. He's got a clipboard in his hand. And of course, for some reason, I just picture clipboard, yellow reflective vest, for no effing reason, because he's aboard a spaceship. But yeah, he walks up and he just kind of leans against the doorway there, watching you work, and waits for you to acknowledge him.
I'll finish the weapon I'm working on, and I'll put it in the crate, and then I'll turn to him and say, "There's forms for salvage, right?"
Yeah, there is.
Cool.
And I want you to imagine he's holding the clipboard like this on his chest, right? And he does one of these.
The little
and he's got like this dumb smirk that you've probably never seen on his face before. And he's just like, "Would you like to see my precious?" Not just
Oh,
fucking
God.
with you. Here, make sure you fill it out right.
Yeah, I've never filled one of these out before.
You are keeping you
Alita,
are literate, yes.
Alita takes the form.
Sometimes.
I'll make sure that these get filled out.
Yeah. Listen, one of the three, actually, all three of you have parts to fill out on there. So
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna claim this salvage. Do it. He's not gonna swear. He's not gonna swear. I swear. All three of you have forms to fill out. Make sure you do it right. Don't make me check your work more than I have to.
Thank you, Mr. Blackson.
Is
Thank
there anything
you.
else I need to know about the salvage?
Yeah, keep it locked up.
Well, we're in the armory for a reason.
Yeah, the pseudo
I think you
armory.
see as
It
he
is-
starts to turn away, his little reflective vest, if it were a cape, it would do the cape swirly bit, but it's just a reflective vest, so it doesn't get a chance to do all that. But I think in his mind, it does, and he just spins and walks out, and I think you catch the start of an eye roll.
Mm.
It is the superhero cape spin without the cape.
Yes. Listen, in Blacksman's mind, he has a cape on.
And he has just saved the day with his forms.
He did. Because knowledge
Yeah.
is power. Or some dumb shit like that.
I'll make an
Power is
earnest
half the battle.
I'll make an earnest effort for this stuff.
Yeah.
So like everything is properly inventoried by who owns what, and then that we each own a third of a share of a crash starship salvage.
Yep.
it- so it's all declared. So when we
Yeah.
sell the location of that ship for someone to go strip it, then we each get a third of the value.
Captain
Matt will
Warren, you have
figure
a
that
message from Mother.
Okay.
It reads, ensure this claim is for Wayland Yutani. Acknowledge. And then Y/N.
And then he's gonna mutter for himself a little bit. He's like, "Does why say yes to acknowledge or yes to send and claim?" And he's gonna be like, "I think it's acknowledge. Yeah, it's acknowledge. Click."
I just want you to imagine the cursor is blinking nondescript and totally indiscriminately towards you. It's just blink, 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 waiting for
Yeah.
you to enter.
Yeah. And I always imagine his keyboard is big and like obnoxious with buttons.
No, it's
So
actually
like,
one of those like 4x8
It's-
buttons of all the different symbols that nobody understands what
Oh.
it means. Symbols and little abbreviations that make no sense. Come
okay,
on, we've
so the
all
aliens
seen
keyboard.
Alien
Yeah.
Aliens, and then the TV show even had a little bit of that.
I like the idea that you're like, wait, I'm supposed to be acknowledging this. Can I put A? Will it return with an A? And it's just like A for acknowledge, maybe?
It's
He
just
pushes
if you push any button other than Y or N, it just repeats it.
He tries pushing the slash and the 0.
Yeah. It just acknowledge.
All right, fine.
I forget
Why?
exactly what I said, but it repeats the whole line.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I'm
And as soon as
playing-
you hit yes, it deletes it. The line just completely goes blank, and you're just left with a CRT screen with one blinking cursor at the top left.
Ominous.
Oh, this is gonna be fun later. Oh.
Okay. Warren will have to figure that out once this whole planet thing is
Sure.
done. So, Rodance, do you want us to do something?
I think I would be helping them plan stuff, and I would actually recommend you send Lakota down to the relief ship while we get our I's dotted and T's crossed up here, because we got some plans to implement, and we're not
A little bit
telling
of a
her the
planning
plans.
session.
We're just implying to her. We're implying to her that she's going to help them prep for negotiations, because we're going to attempt civil negotiations first. She is the
Yes.
decoy.
Now, I'm gonna get some coffee. I have a part of this though. So before we take off,
Mhm.
1 second.
Yeah.
While he's getting some
so-
coffee, I also want to have a real quick flash of while the weapons and whatnot are being created and what have you, that Daniel and Marty both walked by. Except this time, as opposed to previous programming and edits, when they see Pike, they don't immediately stop what they're doing, turn around, and walk away. they actually stop. Each one of them 10 or 15 minutes apart between the two of them, right? So one, and then a little bit later, the second one. Both of them stop in the doorway and just do one of these slow panning looks across the entire length and breadth of the room that you're in, and then continue on with what.
Is that the working Joes again?
Yes.
But
Makes
the
it a
second
bad
one, yeah, when the second one does that same weird shit, it's like, are you fucking lost?
There's no response whatsoever. It's as if you didn't even say anything. They just do their little
Oh, they pretend he doesn't exist
and then
now.
walk
That's
off.
funny.
And then walk off.
I'm waiting for you guys to report that. But if you
Hmm.
will ever report that they start doing that kind of stuff.
Well, they only do it once each, and then resume their normal avoiding Pike at all costs.
But they do that, and that's suspicious.
You know what? The second time that happens, Pike is feeling pretty uncomfortable with the. I mean, he hates them already in the first place, but now
Yeah.
he's like, now he
He would
hates
have
them.
disassembled by now.
Now he feels like he's more justified. So, all the weapons that he just put in that crate, he's pulling them all back out. I'm taking the firing pins out of everything.
Oh.
Because I don't want those working Joes shooting me in the fucking back.
That's not the point.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the firing pins out of the rifles, and I'm gonna disable all the handguns. Like I'm just gonna take like the trigger groups out. And I'm gonna lock them in my own case.
Okay.
The firing pins.
Yeah, not the rest of the weapons.
Okay.
Because Tam's not gonna know the difference. He's gonna see
No.
gun and gun room.
Gun and gun room is important. Pins
Although now
could be for
I'm
anything.
imagining sometime way later in the campaign, Tam is gonna run into the gun room to try to save everybody, and he's gonna grab a random gun, and it's gonna be one of mine that I disabled. He's gonna be like, "It's okay, guys, we're not all gonna die." Oh shit!
Oh shit, we're gonna die! We're gonna die. We're so
It doesn't
fucked.
even click. It doesn't even like click or anything because there's no firing pins. Like,
Well, I don't know, like,
I mean, the hammer would fall. Just
yeah,
don't
the
know what
hammer.
happened.
The hammer
I mean,
fall?
it depends on the action, right? So, like the
Yeah.
M16 M4, you take the firing pin out, the hammer's still gonna function.
Oh yeah, it still has a hammer.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Although if you grabbed a handgun, it'd be like, "Where the fuck is the trigger? What is this?"
Oh yeah.
And then
Okay, so Lakota is down in the relief ship next to
Not yet, I think.
place B.
Isn't she in the briefing that she's gonna be going down to the
I
relief?
thought she
Um,
was. I thought she was already at the.
She's already
I thought she was
there.
already with the relief boat, taking care of the people in the
Okay,
in
that's
the northern
fair. And she
colony.
probably
Yeah.
well, no. It's I
'Cause
doubt you
he's-
guys would have left her
we're
there by
only-
herself. So let's just
I
assume.
think she was there with Hamida, right?
She was there with Hamida.
Okay, in that case, yeah. Ooh, oh wow, guys, good job. You put both of them together by themselves. Good job.
Is
I
the
did
captain
tell
leaving it
them-
like that?
And I did tell them to stow their shit while that happens, and that the relief is important.
Okay. Let me just totally not sneak a roll in real quick and see how that goes for them.
Can I do a command roll to help that roll?
Hang on one second. Let's see.
That did
Let's
sound
actually, yeah,
commandy.
let's do. Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
try to count
That's
the-
hilarious. That's
I mean, that's not
hilarious.
bad. Like somebody screaming
Okay.
at somebody else is totally fine.
I didn't even notice that it was a scream. It was just that she had totally not just failed it, but like panic mode.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, yeah, I think what ends up happening is they end up in a bit of a shouting match at some point. They try
That's
to keep
cool.
it professional. I think what happens is, and you won't know. Actually, you know what? You won't know until you come
Won't
back,
even know.
come by and pick it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I already got it. I'm probably gonna forget,
Yep.
but I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I need who in the briefing room? I need the important actors in this particular wet work.
I think
You
it's
mean
just,
humanitarian effort? Come on.
I think
I
it's just the Marines.
Yeah, I think
This
I
Picatarian
think
effort excuse you.
It's okay. That's fair. I deserve that.
and
Wait,
let's
wait,
see,
wait, wait,
Wentworth.
wait. Serious question.
Yep. Yep.
Did we get a moment of Pike with no shirt last week?
I got undressed so I could put on different clothes and put my armor on.
I think
Yep.
that was the week before, though.
Why we're getting undressed now as
No?
a goal?
I mean, listen,
No. Showing
his
off
first meta
like
goal was to
muscles
meet every other
without a
member of the
shirt.
crew. Now his new meta goal is to have one scene where he's shirtless, at least, in every episode.
Oh wow.
And then
Okay,
when he
okay,
gets
no,
really
I got
bored,
it, I
he's
got
gonna
it.
add.
No, I got it. So
Okay.
the meeting is supposed to be the captain, Alita, Octavia, and Heath, right? So we can talk
Mhm.
about how we're gonna do the
I
humanitarian
love
thing,
this.
right?
Let me see if you come close to the idea I just had.
I'm just confirming, is that everybody that's coming to this meeting, or is the captain inviting anybody else?
Alita is not going to be present. She's still going to be running security on the ship.
Okay.
So it's just going to be me. How's it going, guys?
All right,
The
so
three
because
of
I
you.
just did all of that work on the weapons, like ripping them apart and putting them back together, like I walk into the briefing room and I've got like grease all on my hands. I've got like CLP all over, and I don't have a towel, so I just take my shirt off and use it as a towel and try to wipe it all off.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
To us,
I
it's
had a
normal.
feeling. I had a feeling you were gonna do something like that. Yep, I got too dirty doing whatever I was doing previously, so I got to change shirts now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a hard-working labor man. Take shirt off.
Sweaty chest muscles.
He's just gonna look at the captain and do a little peck dance. I don't know.
Because it wouldn't be weird. It would be weird if you did it to Octavia, right?
I mean, he totally
does
do
it to
that, but the captain's in
Octavia,
charge.
I mean, Octavia will just look at it going, "Did you forget your oil or something?"
Nice job shaving. Like I don't know.
See, I'll take my t-shirt off so I can use it as a rag at the beginning of this meeting.
Okay. That's perfect.
All right. So just to clarify, no other NPCs are needed. Just the three of you.
Just for
Um,
like the 5 minutes we need to like sequester into a meeting and then figure out what our plan is.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah.
and a detail I forgot to mention last time, but I thought about because we stayed overnight in the wreck. I think he would have felt really weird being a hobo in his armor. So I think he would have just like found something greasy and did the pitch black to shave himself
Oh yeah.
with his
So he's
knife.
like no longer super beardy.
So he shaved the beard, he gave himself a haircut, and he's like when he comes into the briefing room, it's probably the first time Warren has seen, like he puts down like the chest plate, the torso plate of the armor, and he's still wearing the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like he did when you guys were in together, because it felt weird wearing his stuff while he was looking so grimy and gross.
I love. By the way, I love the pitchback
Transformation.
reference that I don't know how many other people caught. Vin Diesel, calm down.
I think I deserve a point for integrating Pike back into his looking like he's wanted to be part of society again.
Well, to be clear, this is his murder hobo society, but yes, society nonetheless.
I'm bringing him back.
All right.
Don't despair, Pike. You can still be the same man you were before.
All right,
Just
please.
killing people.
Just gotta fit in
do
there
your meeting.
somewheres.
Do your
So,
meeting. We're gonna
so
we're
I show up to the
theorizing a
briefing.
lot here.
Yeah. So I show up to the briefing. You know, I put the torso armor on a seat. I take my t-shirt off so I could do my rag thing, and I'm like, so what's the plan?
Well, we need to take Colony A for Colony B. I thought about it very hard about why we should even help them, because overall we're going to need to settle this whole plan as a colony anyways. So what better way to do it than to get the will of the people that we're going to be colonizing to take over Colony A and be able to work for us in the guise of having their independence, but really they're going to be under crushing societal expectations of the Great Mother mission. So I'm thinking we take a few of the combatants, people that are important, and Lakota, and we do um, a like journey to their gate and see if we can discuss things while you two figure out a way to make that problem disappear if at all possible. What do you guys rebut with?
Removing uncooperative colony leadership. I know that you guys sort of transferred to ship duty and then got involved in all the shit we did.
Mm-hmm.
But in a normal ship duty time, dealing with unruly colonies is one of the normal things. Showing up, figuring out who's not being compliant and sending their stuff in and bringing the colony into compliance. Sometimes violently. So this is pretty normal.
Oh,
You've got a group that wants to be a cooperative administration and a group that isn't.
yeah,
So we leave knowing that they're going to be in compliance.
cooperative.
hmm
I think this goes in the books, but we do need this to go smoothly. You understand this, Pike and Octavia?
Yeah, you need it to succeed.
Yes. Can it succeed? Do you have a plan?
Absolutely. This is
Uh,
pretty routine.
So yeah, I look over at him and it's like, yeah, we already have Alita and I'm blanking name.
yeah, you just got the manifest, I guess.
Lakota. We already have Alita and Lakota down there talking to the civil side, getting a
Mm-hmm.
whole diplomatic discussion set up. I figure Pike and I can go in the night before, 2 nights before, take care of some business, let them
Okay.
come talk, and if they still feel a little feisty, take care of a little more business.
Okay.
While we're in there figuring out, I look at Pike who pulls the sneaky stinkies, and he might be able to find the long data disk while he's in there.
Maybe he might. And then we get a lot of our mission signatures done.
Like if you want to
Okay,
bring a group of fighters from the group you want to install,
representatives.
sure.
Yeah,
So that
definitely.
they're there, we can soften the colony for the negotiation to give you a leg up. And if it
Okay.
goes bad, we'll just finish.
Hmm.
It'll give your fighter negotiators an unfair advantage, so they feel big in their britches and confident that they can run it when we're gone.
Okay, so the two ways that I see this playing out is one, I can give you guys the 2 days. Okay. We can do a call that we're going to be doing a negotiation in the 2 day span. If they don't show up to the negotiation for any reason, maybe they ran away, we get to walk right in. If we don't do that, we do a negotiation the first day, at which point we need you both in, I guess, sniper blinds and just help the fight along. I don't know what your plan is at this point.
Okay,
As
let's be
long
a little
as
more
if
specific.
if we have a time and a place for the negotiation, the two of us will be in position to make sure that if they decide to get pissy, you will win. We will give you the unfair advantage.
Okay. So how do you want to play this, both of you?
I figure you set up whenever you want to have your negotiation times with the friendlies, and we go in 2 days beforehand, and
Mm-hmm.
we clean up some of the unsavories before we have to let the friendlies in.
Okay.
Ike has
Okay,
a
so what we can
yearning
do.
to make good use of his knife, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So if we fly over, we drop you off on a buggy. Okay, you two. We fly in, we give them the deadline of the negotiations. You do your night thing as we take off, we go back to the colony B, get our people, and then those 2 days of transit, we come back and everything's solid.
Ooh, you're gonna come and stir the pot for us, so we get to call them all out, so we see where they go. I think that'll work out really nicely if we're set up in a blind first.
Like
I want to interject
if we have 2
really quick.
days, we have 2
Yeah.
days to soften it, and we know exactly when you're going to be there. I mean, all I need to know is when.
Okay.
I'll work my timetable around your arrival.
I want to interject really fast out of character. This
Okay.
planet
Okay.
has a 48-hour rotational cycle. So
Oh, well then.
2 standard days is the equivalent of 1 day here. So however that works for your timetable is what it is. I just wanted to make sure you guys remembered that. It is a 48
That
hour.
is an important detail. What
Yeah,
time are
I
we
mean,
at now?
humans still
Dusk?
have to maintain a 24-hour
Yes,
cycle.
absolutely something close to a 24-hour cycle, yes. But the
diurnal,
planet,
but-
if you want to say, well, this really works out because like if you want to give yourselves a 2-day lead time for one thing or the other.
I'm talking 48-hour lead time.
Yeah, 48
Yeah.
hours. That's perfect because you can easily go with like, hey, by noon of the next rotation, that's when everything happens. I'm just using.
Yeah, why don't
point
we get
reference.
dropped like right before sunrise? Go
Sure.
in, set up, spend a day watching, and then do work that night before that 24-hour of darkness beforehand, and then they roll on in the next daytime period.
We get dropped off during the night cycle. We drive up so we can set our blind up before the sun rises. We monitor for the daylight 24. Well, we work for the nighttime 24, and you guys can show up 2 hours after the sunrise on the next day.
All right. Okay, so finer points of the detail is we gotta take who with us to call that out. So I think we'd probably get Lakota on board, brief her on
Well-
what the basic idea is.
Yeah,
We go
they're
over
just.
there,
Where
she
are
gives
we
them the
parked at
message.
Colony B right now?
You guys are
We're
in
parked at Colony B.
flight, going to wherever you want to go. You can go to orbit. You can go to the
We're
other
good.
base.
Yeah, we're on
Okay,
our
so
we're on our
Lakota
way to
and
get dropped off.
Alita are on the ground then. With the
My understanding was
Lakota and
Hamida. It was Hamida
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Lakota, the two that hate each other about the Three Worlds Empire and New
Oh,
Albion.
I'm sorry, I got
we left
Hamida and
them together.
Alita confused.
No worries. I wanted to
That
make sure I
happens.
had it right. But yeah, those two are on the ground with Hammond, the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They're handing out,
supposedly.
doling out supplies and
Captains-
doing the diplomatic integrating the civilizations back together, whatever.
So the captain is the negotiator, and his bodyguard is Alito.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I figure you can present how you would. We have our timeline on Pike and I set up, so we have stuff to go do. You should probably work it out. Long as you show up with either yourself and your person or yourself and the people from Colony B. So I can
Yeah.
definitely see it getting some traction out of having going to pick up the refugee or the relief ship, Hamida, Lakota, and
Yeah, because they're
however
probably
many
going to be at each
representatives
other's
they
arms
want to send.
anyways. Yeah,
And we
including
can
Buddy.
and have
Hammond?
Like, we don't need
Yeah.
to overcomplicate this, right?
No.
We know
Overcomplicate?
you know the timetable we want to get dropped off. We know when you're going to arrive. You show up with
Yeah.
whoever you want to bring to a negotiation. That's it. We got a plan.
So what time is it?
And
right
because
now?
it's going to be like 52 hours, you've got plenty of time to fly back to where you left a relief boat if you want to swap them out or bring them with you or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You just figure out who you want to bring on the negotiation team. You got 52 hours to put it together.
52 hours. Did we leave a radio with Hamida and Lakota?
They have the relief
that
ship.
relief boat has an entire thing. They have an entire
Okay.
baby ship.
Okay, so I'm gonna radio out to I'm gonna call this meeting that never happened. Because I think we got all the details we need. I'm gonna call Hamida and Lakota on the relief ship at the comms or holo table. Ba-ding, ba-ding.
Are we there or are you just doing this by yourself?
I mean, I just gotta talk to them. You can be there if you want.
I don't. I look at Octavian. We really don't need to complicate things for ourselves.
I'll just follow you out. And I'm pretty sure
Implications.
you and I just look at you and go, you might want to put another shirt on. Or get a shower and then put a shirt on.
Yeah, I'll when I get back to that part of the ship, I'll go take a shower, put a shirt on.
Yeah.
I gotta take a nap.
You got a
anyways.
frightful presence about you.
What is this?
No,
Does this
I'm sure
scare
several
you?
of
It's wafting away from you, just like yeah.
It might count as a crowd control weapon in the near future.
Wow.
All right.
Who are you calling?
Okay. I'm calling
those
Hamida
ships.
and Lakota.
Okay.
The relief ship.
All right.
We are we are not in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just him.
Okay. Yeah. So Hamida picks up. Hey, we were just wondering if you were gonna come and get us, or maybe just leave us here stranded.
We are heading to Outpost A, which I don't know if we actually ever declared which outpost
You're going
was
to the
which,
Southern
but
Crew.
whatever.
Got it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Southern.
those
That's
meanie
the one.
heads.
The meanie heads with the hammer and stuff.
Yes, the hammer.
Okay, so
Not
is
impressive, but it's a hammer.
well, I mean, we have guns, but anyways, hammers don't really matter much in a sword fight. Any
I might argue that, but you called me, Cap. What's going on?
okay. Where's Lakota?
She's integrating some people right now.
Okay, okay.
Totally not
I
saying
have
it
a
like that to
message.
give you extra gray hair.
I
I want to be clear. She's got a big, stupid smirk on her face.
Do I get to see this smirk on
I
her
imagine
face?
you guys have FaceTime
video
or
call?
something. Yeah.
All right.
Unless you
video
don't
call,
want a
okay.
video call.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I mean, it's probably a little
look at-
grainy. You know,
yeah,
it's only a
'cause they're heading
CRT
away.
monitor about this big as opposed to, something bigger.
Yeah, it's basically all green too. Like it's
Yeah,
not even like
yeah,
a
it's
fully
definitely
like.
got a green cast to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's suspicious. Nonetheless, I got a message for both of you.
Okay.
I hope everything's going well.
Swimmingly.
Okay. We're heading to Southern Colony, and we are going to start a diplomatic talk and a countdown for the following. I don't want to call it a business day, but the actual daylight
Okay.
day.
48 hours. Got it.
48 and some hours. We're going to go there, give them the timeline for them and a meeting spot. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back. We're going to pick you guys up. We're going to pick Hammond and some crew, get Lakota on board, and have her explain to them that we're going to be going in there for a diplomatic. I'm not going to do air quotes. Damn, I just did them. Diplomatic discussion.
Okay,
To see
so you
if
need
we
me to
can
wrangle
get-
Hammond and some of his people up for a sit down with the Southern Colony.
Yes.
Okay, when do
That's
I
why I
need to
hired
have
you.
them ready?
We need to have them ready. How long does it take to get to the Southern from here? Probably like what, 3 hours, 4 hours?
Yeah, 3 to 6 hours. Like, I don't know,
3 to
boss.
6 hours?
I'm not a
Okay.
pilot. You got Dudge and one of them Westcotts.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
get
gonna
them
yell out to
confused.
Dudge and Westcott. Hey, how long does it take to get there?
About 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours.
Okay, so we'll count for 6 hours and have them
Okay.
ready 6
So you're
hours
coming here
before
now.
daylight.
We'll be here in a few hours. Have Hammond and some of his people ready to go for a sit down with the Hammer.
That's after we stop at the Southern colony and we come back. So we'll add a couple hours to this.
We've got more time then.
A little bit more time.
Okay.
Why?
What?
Okay.
Totally not burying bodies out here. Totally not. I just want to know. Listen, I gotta go brief this guy and make sure he's ready with the people he's gonna bring. He's probably gonna have 101 questions that I'm not gonna have answers for, and then I still gotta twist his arm into coming.
I mean, that is most of Lakota's job.
Right, I have to explain all of this to her. That's gonna take half the time you give me.
Well, she can call me if she has any questions.
Okay, yes, that's right. Radios do work 2 ways.
Yeah, that's how. All right.
All right, you got anything else, Cap? Because I'm gonna go and
I'm
make
going
sure,
Ray.
You got anything else? Because I gotta go make sure that these people aren't killing each other or something. They do have guns.
Yes. And,
Okay.
I did leave them with you, so yeah.
Well, you remember they had little SMG looking MP9 kind of thingies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's everything. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye. It's such an awkward conversation.
Yeah, I'm very suspicious.
You get like 20 minutes later. You get a call for the captain hitting the ship. It's Lakota.
Okay.
It's Lakota.
Okay. Lakota.
Just wanted to show my face. Apparently, she rolls her eyes. Apparently, Hamida thinks it's really funny to insinuate that she's doing things to me that would make you very uncomfortable. I'm alive and well, Captain, and I am not saying this under duress.
Understood.
I,
We'll be back soon.
God, I really want to fuck with you, Luke. I'm not going to. This is straight legit. She's not fucking with you in any way. Well, I
Okay.
was really I was thinking about it when I said I'm not saying this under duress. Wink, wink. No, that was legit. Like she's trying to explain to you that she's good to go.
Yeah, I figured as much. I take things mostly as face value at this point.
Yeah,
Okay,
except for this
so we'll
face
go.
gets really stupid at times. So
All right, so we're heading down to the Southern Colony.
yep,
Yep.
you're gonna fly in, drop the buggy off. Pike and friend are gonna wander off, set up shop. Anyway,
Yeah, so a while away, I guess. They get to hide their buggy, do their thing.
Sure.
While we go fly in. Oh my god, the hiccups.
So,
We fly in, do an overpass. They don't have any radios, so I guess we just like PA system them.
yeah, I mean, you could try. The problem is you can't really PA system them from while hovering. You're gonna have to set your ship down.
I feel like that's one of the Westcots telling me this.
Yeah, I think you got Finn is the pilot. Nina is
He's probably
the
like, "What are you trying to do here with the like
yeah.
PA
Let's say,
system?"
Captain. The loudspeakers they're not gonna overpower the engines that we need to have running to keep us floating. You're gonna have to set us down. Maybe we should
Okay.
set down like a kilometer or two out and then hoof it in so they can't like come and mess with the ship or, as they like to say, steal all our shit. But that would require you going out with a security detail, and I happen to recall the security people are at the other site.
Yes. But we can also get a buggy.
Didn't we drop the buggy already?
We have
Don't we have more? Yeah.
We have two
Oh,
buggies.
well, shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
yeah, I
just
guess
get
we
a
have more than one.
buggy out.
I guess I would. Yeah.
They don't
No.
have a buggy.
I guess we have a bunch of buggies. Got it.
Like,
What do you want to do, Captain? You're in charge here.
all right.
I'm
Well, if
just
we
the pilot.
materialize a buggy, all right. I need a pilot for the buggy because I don't want to drive it. Do you know how to drive?
Do you
Sid?
want me? Do you want Dudge? Do you want somebody else?
Yeah, I'll take you.
Oh, wonderful. I get to go do an excursion with my sister. Wait, is Octavia coming?
No, she's gonna be in the science lab for a while.
I really thought you were going to say silence room.
Oh,
Put her in
oh,
timeout. How dare you,
Oh.
sir?
oh no! I like that you're like, she's totally gonna not be going. This is great. I love this.
Okay, well, I guess maybe there'll be more outings. And maybe one day I get to go out and watch my sister do her thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, she has quite a thing that she can do. I don't know. I've never seen it. Anyway, all right.
It's very observant.
Let me get back to it. And he kind of points to his flight controls. Let me get back to it so I can find a landing spot, and then we'll go get that buggy thing set up.
Yeah. Whatever buggy we have. It's just the 3-seater or something?
Yeah, we have 2 3-seaters and we have 2 6x6s.
No, yeah, we'll just
Oh,
keep
the
a
big
3-seater.
ATVs.
Yeah,
we'll
the
just do a
big
3-seater.
fully encapsulated trucks.
Yeah. I think
That's
the
probably not
3-seater.
going to be a good choice, but the 2 3-seater buggies, taking the other buggy is probably a good idea on the desert planet.
And yeah, especially and with this, it's not nearly as valuable if something were to happen to the people inside it.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't foreshadowing. I'm just saying. Like, would you rather lose the 3-seater or you want to lose the big MRAP?
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. So let's see here. Matt's going to take Finn and Alita and head down into the buggy bay and get out
Ooh,
of
excuse me.
the place to do we have like a loudspeaker, like a big old megaphone?
I'm sure you can finagle something if you don't actually have one.
Yeah, okay, we'll just say we have one. Perfect. So we're gonna head out to there.
Hey,
We drive up, I guess, a kilometer. We yell out to the what?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I understand what's going on now. I, for some reason, got confused. I'm good now.
Okay. We drive up to maybe 200 yards away.
Yeah. A few hundred yards out.
Yeah.
You actually get stopped.
We're not actually driving there right now.
Wait.
That's 52 hours from now. This is the plan for what they're going to do.
Oh.
Oh, no.
You
This
know,
we need to declare that we're having a sit down with them and then leave and then get Lakota and
I thought at
I
52
don't think
hours you were
it'd be.
going to
It's a,
drive up and request a negotiation.
oh
I thought
yeah,
that's what
that
this
was
was.
the
Was
yeah.
telling them that, hey, we want to have a sit down.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
The
Okay.
only reason you said let's make it simpler, so I cut that idea.
Yeah, you're right.
The only reason why I think that could work is if we wanted something to draw the attention out while we're just sitting in our blind, but we don't really need
But
that.
you don't need that. No, you don't need
Okay,
that.
so Finn just looks at you like, so I guess maybe I'm not looking for a landing spot and we're just going to go to the northern colony, Captain?
Yeah, you know what? We need to
Maybe I was
Drop it
daydreaming
over
that
the
whole
head.
sequence there. I apologize.
Yeah,
I
you
should
need to
really be
drop
paying
us off
attention to what
over
I'm
the
doing while I'm on
horizon.
stick.
You need to drop us off over the horizon from the
Yeah,
southern colony.
we've done that. You're not even here. Go
Yeah.
go
So
away, not sister.
we got an excuse. We got an excuse for that. We dropped off some
Yeah, I was totally daydreaming that we were doing something totally different. I guess we're going to Colony North now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Somewhat of a retcon.
I
Okay,
daydreamed that whole sequence. I should not be driving right now. Let me go get done.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so if we've already been dropped off,
Yeah.
then
Do you guys need to do something?
we've got a little bit of darkness.
Yeah.
So we can
Morning.
get a good position for our daytime observation.
Sure.
What does it look like around the camp?
Well, first, give me a straight up mobility roll to see how
Let's
this
be
works
clear.
out. See how
We
good
took
you're-
stuff from his stash that he just got. So we have his sniper rifle, his smart gun.
Yeah.
We have backup rifles and handguns.
Yeah, you guys,
ammo.
I imagine you guys had sufficient time to put together whatever packages you want. I just want a good
Okay, I just
mobility
want to call
roll
it out because I don't think it's on our sheet right now.
Yeah. I
What?
just want a good mobility roll to see how many successes you end up with, to determine how well constructed the side sight is.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure you're going to get one or two at least. Which will be a basic hide.
And you're assisting me, right?
Yep, I have mobility and stealthy.
Yep. I
Oh, wow.
also have mobility and stealthy.
So what I'm hearing is probably something like 15 dice are about to hit the table.
Not quite.
Easy.
I'm not punching something. I'm just hiding something.
I only roll 7. So it's better if he does.
Yeah, you've got a solid fucking hide sight that is. You've managed to basically set something up so that the only thing that crests your position that could give you away is your sights and the barrel itself.
I like the idea because
that's
this is like sandy, uneven terrain, right?
Yeah.
So we're at extreme range.
Yep.
And I've brought some stuff from the ship to be able to I brought like a tarp and like some mesh netting, and we're on the backside of I've dug a position into the backside of a hill with a hole, and I've built some structure up with the net and put sand over the top so it looks like it's just the continued dune above us, and we're really aiming through the crest of the dune.
Yeah.
And we're just hiding inside of a hill.
Yeah. That's about what happens. What else you guys getting after?
We gotta take good notes.
Okay. Make an observation roll.
So I figure we're gonna have to keep swapping so that we don't
You don't
we don't
overexhaust
bullshit.
yourself or fall asleep while you're supposed to be staring down the scopes and whatnot. So
Yeah,
I
hope
think
you got some
some assistance is in order here too.
I've also grabbed from the med bay, I've grabbed some never sleep. Because we're both gonna be awake for the next 50 hours.
Oh, so you do intend to stay awake the whole time. You're not taking sleep breaks or anything?
I'm bringing the
alternating?
pills to see how our rotation goes.
I'm already
to
a
see if we
light
can-
sleeper, so I sleep half as much as a normal person anyways.
So you're fine.
Yeah. Like
I'm
I
pretty
already have
sure-
the talent for light sleeping.
Well, I grabbed a few pills in case we need them.
Yeah, I only need to sleep for 1 shift every 2 days instead of 1 shift every day.
Oh wow.
I've got something for you, Rodance, so we'll get to you in a moment.
Um,
Well, we'll get to
Yeah.
you when the timeline is appropriate. But you're going to be making 1 to 2 rolls here soon.
Yeah, we have
So
the
observation rolls
DMR.
first.
Yes, observation.
Sounds
One of
good.
y'all can make the roll, the other one observe or assist rather, if you want.
Mhm.
That's 3
That's
successes.
without assists.
Yep.
You want
How
to
much
roll
do I
one more
get?
die?
Assists give you like 2 dice or something like that, isn't it?
I think it's only one.
I didn't get it. I didn't get a 6 on it, so it doesn't matter.
All right,
So we're trying to
you can
figure
push
out-
that if you like.
What benefit would I even get out of pushing it? I mean,
You got 3 successes. You're gonna get the main question you want plus 2 things to go with it. So it's up to you.
mhm.
I mean, I feel like I think that might be enough then, because we want to identify the leaders. We want to
and we
identify
want
where they
to
sleep.
identify the power. Actually, I
Okay.
will push that because we actually have more than 2 objectives we want information on. Did I walk into this with stress, or did the downtime beforehand count for neutralizing that? Because I'm not
you
having a
had-
bad day today.
You had plenty of time for stress of natural.
Yeah,
leaders.
I think you can go ahead and clear that stress.
Okay.
That 1 success from your stress die will continue to stick around though. I'll count 3 successes, but you can clear your stress out on the push.
Yeah. I can multi-push because with wits, so I'm gonna do that.
That's 4 successes so far. And
5
5
successes.
successes. All right, ask your questions.
I mean, I'm not the one who's going to be asking the final questions, but the ones that
so-
I'm looking for are identifying the leadership,
Okay.
Yeah.
identifying where
Their
they
location-
where
they
their
sleep.
domicile is, where
The power
their
substructure, where they are most likely to have the long data disk, because we can detect it on the sensors that it exists. And dude just insulted our faces when we asked about it last time.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Defensive structures hidden in defensive positions, what their patrol and end up patrol routes and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that counts as 1 or 2.
I think I can do all those questions. So if I miss something, let me know. So you identify the hammer as that's gonna be. Yeah, go ahead. I may have to mute, just because I'm not. It's here in a moment. My kid's gonna be doing some ice crushing. He's making a snow cone for himself, and the ice grinder is stupid loud. It
Leave it in.
It
Let's
shouldn't
see if
get.
it does sense to
It
it.
shouldn't get
All
picked up.
blenders are loud.
Yeah, it shouldn't get picked up on my mic, but the problem is I won't be able to hear you guys. So, at any rate, let's take 5. Can you be quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to be quick. He's gonna do that, and then I'll get to answering your questions.
Cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna go make another cup of tea then.
Sounds
So I'll be
fine.
right back.
Tea, snow cone, whatever.
Mm.
And for the viewers, we're just gonna hang out, and I'm gonna pretend that he's not as loud as he is
Yeah.
until he is as loud as he is.
She didn't get that extra die that rolled those 2 times. Are either of these a 6? Nope, doesn't matter.
5 and a 4, huh?
5 and a 4.
Okay, so what was the question? So 1 was who's in charge,
We want to identify who all the leadership
where they
is,
sleep,
where they sleep.
Ominous.
defensive.
We want to find their defensive positions, their patrol
Patrols.
routes, and where we think their power source is, so we can try to shoot for hoping that the data disks are near it.
Yeah.
Okay. I typed it up really quick so I can reference it really quick. Who's in charge? Where they sleep? Defensive fortifications and patrols. Power source. Okay. Alright, it's about to get loud in here. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up. It hasn't before.
So
You good?
we had a tournament in fencing,
You looking for
HEMA,
the bowl?
on Saturday.
Or a bowl?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Where's that
Okay.
out?
And we've continued to prove that we are the Cobra Kai of fencing clubs in like our area of Canada.
Wait,
Because
that's
set
the bad guys,
tournaments-
right? Depending on which show you're watching.
we set the tournament and then we win it. So we just have people from like a lot of like Eastern Canada come in and be like, we're gonna fight, and then they're like, we lost.
Oh, there it is.
So yeah,
You guys can talk. I can't hear you.
yeah, it was pretty funny. We held like all the medals, I guess, and it wasn't even because like we cheated or anything. It was they try to assume that we cheated somehow, but it's like no, we just set the rules and you guys have to follow it, right?
It's our game. You're just playing it.
Yeah, and I mean like no one else has ever been like as like jerks about us to like other clubs that also set tournaments and stuff, like the SoCal like the SoCal tournament, SoCal Sword, whatever. They have their own club that joins their tournament, and they usually win, unless there's like people from Europe or something that come in and do like crazy. But no one's ever been like, "Oh, you guys have the home field advantage." But yes, there is a home field advantage. You know, like that's the whole point, I guess, of like just set your own tournaments. We'll go there, and then we'll win again.
What was it? The All Valley Martial Arts Tournament
Yeah.
or something like that? Is that
Yeah,
what
the
it
All
is?
Valley.
The All Valley. I love how they made it
Yeah.
a pseudo generic sounding, but yet totally real sounding as well.
Very like very California.
Yes. Oh
Like,
yeah.
they don't even say like what valley they're in. There's just this is a valley.
It's just all of the valley is invited.
All of this valley.
Yes. All of this one valley. Not that one valley over there. Fuck them guys. We don't want to fight them. They proved to be really rough and brutal a few years back.
Yeah.
They got banned.
I'm pretty proud of our guys, so that's good.
That is good though. That is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. What do we have here? That's one. Like,
Oh, I've just got one more appointment left before they've got everything put together to decide whether or not they're going to adjust my retirement.
Oh, really?
define adjust.
Hopefully increase it.
Oh,
Oh,
your
wow.
disability or whatever?
Yeah, I asked for it, so I'm certainly not going to ask for it to be lower.
No.
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 And it's actually they really don't. They're not really not capable of reducing it, are they?
They can.
They
So what? Like,
can,
what's
but it's not.
what's the? I guess what's the grounds for it?
If you have something that's considered temporary and they're periodically checking and then they've decided you've recovered it from it.
Okay, but assuming
Oh.
you're generically like you're at 50%, chances are pretty good you're not going to get reduced from that unless you have something temporary.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
I don't know what you have,
But a lot of
yeah.
a lot of those things, right, like are going to be like conditions that are probably covered for like a temporary retirement and you're expected to return to service. So
oh, okay.
I mean it's a
Yeah.
pretty weird thing.
Okay.
Um
Yeah, and I never really got any details as to how any of that works for you, but I hope that
So-
everything goes well.
You have the disability picture.
so I have
and
to
when you go back to work.
I have to
still do
go
the
to a
disability picture?
doctor
Yeah.
and
You talking about
go to a
state?
doctor that
Uh,
works on
or
VA
next level,
forms,
whatever.
which is already
From
tough.
state?
Tell
I
them
figured.
that I got
So I can
problems,
only
and they
get one
review
or
it and
the other.
decide
I
if I
can't do
have
both.
problems, and they fill out some very specific and intentionally obtuse-looking forms.
But
I use that. I put together
purpose.
online on purpose. I put
Yeah.
together my online package and I submit it to the VA saying, I would like you to review these conditions to decide whether or not they're service connected and whether you owe me some fucking cash.
Yeah.
They receive it.
Um,
It goes to two different review boards where like one of them decides whether or not any of them have merit, and then the second one decides which ones they want to have reviewed by another doctor. I'm not going to get into politics, but this is an era where nothing is automatic anymore, so everything is being checked. I had to get individual appointments for everything.
yeah.
Through somebody they contract through, so now there's a third party involved in this. And I have to go to all of those individual appointments so that they can do the exact same paperwork a second time with a doctor that they didn't pick. They paid somebody else to pick anyways.
Yeah. So double
put
blind
all-
or something?
Put it all together to resubmit. and then they'll review to decide if they agree with what the second set of doctors said. And if they do, they assign a rating to each of them and put it in their incredibly stupid calculator to decide if the overall rating adjusts. Because it's not linear. So on a 0 to 100 scale, it is not a linear calculation.
No, because just because you have this condition and this condition, individually they're worth something. But if you have both conditions, it may not necessarily be the addition. It might be an average or something like that.
Yeah, they're ponderated.
Yeah.
Up into the 100%, but not actually linearly or additionally.
Yeah, like one might be 20%, and the other one's 30%, but that doesn't mean you're going to get 50% disability because you have both.
You might get like 35
you might get 40.
Or 40.
Yeah, you might get 40.
On the bright side, because that's a lot of complaining, but the one good thing is that the date that you announce your intent to file is the date they back pay you to, as long as you get everything submitted before a year has passed.
Okay.
Everything got submitted, but I declared 11 months ago. So if it does go through, I'm gonna get a whole hell of a lot of back pay.
Nice.
That would be nice. Like I don't know what your situation or how your disability works or anything like that, but my partner is disabled too, and she has to send all these forms, and she's even got lawyers and stuff involved. It's not great.
I imagine in some ways the process is probably kind of similar, at least in like when you boil all the crazy out of it, right? Or boil all the fat. Ultimately, like there's putting stuff together, there's submitting it, there's reviews, there's opportunities for appeals if necessary, and different legal ramifications and whatnot. But because obviously different governing bodies control each one, specific steps are in different orders or what have you. That said, let's get back to this observation roll that you guys have made. I want to preface this with, just to make sure that over the course of about 48 or so hours, is there any other activity that we need to get into, any other scenes that we need to do?
The daytime, the 24-hour daytime sunlight cycle is our observation cycle, and the 24 hours of darkness is our action time.
Okay. So here's what you pick up. Let me rephrase that. I will answer these questions, and then we'll go somewhere else as needed, other scenes that have to happen, and then we'll come back for your nighttime type stuff. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who's in charge? Obviously, the guy with the big fat hammer is in charge. He's got 4 other lieutenants that are pretty much left in place. Basically, he's in charge, and these guys are his doers, his enforcers. They're the ones that make sure other people are doing things. These guys are the guys that give out the different tasks that have to be done each day. They make sure that people are out on the guard stations. There's a couple of guard towers. They're not really towers. They're like elevated positions with decent lines of sight around a cave entrance. And the cave entrance seems to be their main, nighttime location, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. So they have a shanty town, but it's really dilapidated and shitty, and there's a cave nearby. And some people live in the shitty town. Some people live in the cave. You can take a guess who's in the cave. It's the Hammer and his lieutenants and a few others.
I've played Ark. I know who lives in the cave.
Yeah, it's the bad guys. It's the bad guys. Because like typically caves are a little bit cooler than the local environment, so of course they're the ones that would be nice. Yeah, they're the ones that go in there a lot. So the Hammer, 4 lieutenants. 25 here. What's that?
It's currently 25 Celsius here, and I am boiling. I got the fan on, okay, man.
So we have the Hammers in charge with 4 lieutenants that basically do all the things he tells them to do, and they go out and tell everybody else what has to be done. We have a couple of let's call it elevated positions with decent lines of sight around the shantytown entryway or main approach, and obviously the entrance to the cave. For all intents and purposes, if there's a power source, it's probably in the cave. It's also probably a safe bet that the long data discs are in the cave as well. But unless, short of actually going into the cave, there's no way to actually confirm that. There are a couple of infrequent patrols, and these guys that go out on these patrols are basically out. For all intents and purposes, they're just literally walking around. They don't expect trouble. They've become complacent. And as we all know in the military, complacency kills.
They're not professionals, and they're complacent.
Yeah,
they are worthless.
No, in fact, you kind of like you watch a couple of them, and you're like, These guys are literally going through the motions because somebody told them to, and if they don't, they get their ass beat. And you see every now and again somebody gets cuffed around the back of the head, and it's not exactly in a friendly manner either.
Yeah.
So we're doing them a favor.
That's why I refer to it as a humanitarian mission.
A piketarian.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's what I should call this episode. A piketarian event.
Mm.
All right. Any other questions relating to the information I've given you? I know you guys used up all your stunts to get those answers, but I can clarify if needed.
So when these enforcers are giving orders to the residents, I'm just going to call them the residents.
That's a good term.
Do they does it look like there's a few members in the residents group that they use to coordinate the other residents, like a leadership on the resident side?
There kind of, but it's more of like the 5 of us are higher than you. Go fuck yourself. So there's a couple of people that you would probably guess if you had to put money on it that there's a couple that rat out their neighbors, and so they get a little extra preferential treatment, but they don't really get a lot more. Like they still get cuffed across the back of the head, they still get slapped around or whatever, but they just don't get it as often or as severe as the neighbor they ratted out, because the lieutenants have figured out that you can't beat everybody all the time. You can beat most of the people all the time, but if you do that, then nobody will ever do anything. But if you get a couple of people to rat on people, and you beat those people a little bit less than the people that are being ratted out, you might actually get somewhere sometimes.
Okay. In my observations book, I'm going to list the description. Yeah, I'm going to list the descriptions, detailed descriptions of the rats.
Okay. I want to point out too, it's probably evident, at least to Westcott maybe. I don't know if Pike would pick up on some of these body language cues, but the ones that are ratting their neighbors out are doing it more so from a position of fear than it is any sort of attempt to gain real loyalty. Like it's a survival.
In a world where you're expected to rat everyone out, you trust no one.
Right. I mean, this is definitely a fear response more so than it is a attempt to garner favor sort of thing.
Pike isn't expanding his list of softening the target. He's just looking at, so when this negotiation happens, if one of the rats decides to try to negotiate and make a deal with the captain, I'm going to calm to him and be like, that guy's a rat. Pick someone else to be.
Yeah, don't trust that guy. He's going to sell you out quick as shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else, or shall we move on to whatever's next?
I think
because you guys are actually in charge of this show, believe it or not.
So yeah,
I think we're good. Our position's good to be able to. So if I fuck up, Octavia can take shots. The optic, the scope is night vision. She could flip it on and off, so there's not going to be any visibility penalties when she's taking the shots if she has to during the darkness cycle.
Talk to me really quick. You mentioned you're at extreme range, but because you have the scope, I imagine at the least reduces it back down to long, which is a -2 or 3 penalty.
Yeah, so it's not as bad, but the important thing is that we don't have to deal with the darkness penalties.
Correct. Yeah, you've definitely got low light or infrared or some shit.
And it's suppressed, so there won't be any flash.
Okay. All right. Warren. Right. Anybody else for that matter? Is there anything else going on during this 24 hours of daylight? Hammond can be picked up or met with or whatever. Conversations can be had with him if you feel the need. Or anybody else, or that
matter. So we need to go back and land. We need to go and spot check what's going on with the relief boat.
Okay.
All right. Anything going on there?
When you arrive, I imagine you go looking for Hamida and Monroe to get an on-site brief real fast, and they are waiting for you. Hammond is hanging out. You've got the ship here. Here's your 2 people, and then Hammond's hanging out a little bit in the back with a couple of his people. And they're all kind of waiting just, for their turn. But Monroe and Hamida, what's her last name? Amir? Whatever her last name is. Hamida.
So, yeah.
They are quick, and I'm gonna paraphrase, but basically they brief you
Mhm.
like, all right, so Hammond's ready to meet with you whenever you are.
Mhm.
We haven't told him anything about specifics, but it does sound like you're going to make some sort of action, sit down, whatever, with
Mhm.
the Southern group.
Mhm.
Haven't told him anything other than it, there's going to be a sit down for that. Meanwhile, we've got about 150 people here that we've been feeding and checking out medically and psychologically. They're ready for reintegration or what have you. But obviously, again, the big thing is what's going on with the group in the South that,
Mhm.
ostracized these people over the last, several years.
Okay.
So,
So this group here is healthy and
well, I wouldn't call
okay.
them healthy. I mean, they've been struggling. They're
Okay.
obviously, well, I apologize. You haven't seen them up close. They're clearly, malnourished, uh,
Mhm.
basically primitive and poverty stricken for all intents and purposes. They've managed to survive. There's
Okay.
some wiry bastards in there, but there's a lot of there's some health concerns. But I think we're on the if we stay on the path that we have, we'll be on the right track to full recovery in no time.
Perfect. I guess my next person is Hammond.
Yes.
Okay.
Hammond is a guy that's probably, I think I described him roughly 6 feet, blondish hair, kind of robust.
Mhm. Probably ate well enough.
Yeah,
He's
I mean he's the leader, so he gets the pick of the food, even though he as you're over the course of your conversation that you're about to have with him, you realize that he's not the one to actually enjoy that. He pushes it back to everybody else because he leads from the
Oh,
front,
okay.
sort of thing. But
Yeah.
and say, yeah, you're the captain, Captain Warren or something, I think. And he sticks his hand out. It's kind of a beefy hand for a guy that's not well fed.
Yeah, you remember me. Anyways, he
Yeah,
shakes his hand
yeah, yeah.
again.
Why don't we sit down? We'll have a drink. Pour you some chai, and we can talk about things. So you want to have a sit down with those fuckers in the south?
Yes. And I think we've got a real shot this time.
I doubt it. I
Okay.
really, really doubt it. But if you think you've got some angle to run, maybe I'll just keep my mouth shut and just have my people ready to. Well, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I got a half a dozen guys. I would be more than happy to run through their compound.
Okay. Um, perfect. Has Lakota talked to you about anything?
She has talked to me about a lot. That's the one with the tattoos, right?
Yes.
Yes, she's talked to me about a
Has
lot
she
of things.
discussed? Okay, so she's talked to you a lot about your particular settlement and your conditions and everything else.
Yes, we're malnourished and probably need some sort of psychological therapy and some
She
extensive
says that a
reintegration.
lot.
Yes, yeah, I got nothing. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, all I
Okay.
know is we've been out here for my whole life on this rock, and it's a pretty dry, desolate, hot ass rock. But there's things here that if you just know what to look for and how to find it, it's there for you. It's not a bountiful world, but there is treasure of its own here.
Okay. Well, we can get a good supply of things coming in and out of this planet once we establish,
Yeah, get rid of that
a
fucking
better.
hammer guy, and you
Yeah,
won't have any
exactly.
problems. Let the guy like
So,
that fester, and he becomes a sword that you got to cut your whole goddamn arm off.
yeah. Okay. You get some people together.
I've
You
already
and
got him, and he
Hammer.
and he kind of motions off to the side, and you see 6 guys, and they listen. They do not look like any sort of military experience, training, anything. It's 6 guys that just look like they're pissed off, and they've got a variety of like MP9s, M9 pistols. All of them are carrying clubs that look like they were fabricated from some sort of metal wood thing, and they've just this. Listen, I want you to imagine 1800s British street gang.
Hmm,
That's what you've
like
got here.
chains attached to stuff for some
Yes,
reason.
yes, very much gangs of New York kind of shit going on here.
Really?
Yeah. A curly mustache, someone. Yeah.
Probably, but it doesn't look. It's not wax because they don't have it.
It's not great. It's
It's
not
just
great, but
big
it's
and
there.
bushy. It's a walrus
Yeah.
more than it is a curly.
It could if it
It could be.
was.
It very well could be. But
It could have been another world.
yeah.
Yeah. All
Personal
right.
hygiene is not high on these guys. Not just these 6, but anybody's list because
Okay.
there's not a lot of water here. So
No. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go talk to Lakota now,
okay.
which I believe I talked to Hamida just a second ago.
Hmm.
Okay. We're going to, let's see, attach the lifeboat back. How's the food supply? Is it still running, or is it empty?
We've got everything stashed in their storehouses. So
Okay.
they've got food here for several days at least.
Okay.
I mean, for this size of group, it's probably more like a few days, but they'll supplement it with their own
Stuff.
nutritional
Yeah.
intake that they find locally. I don't know. There's a rat. There's a thing that's slightly larger than a rat that they hunt. It doesn't taste bad, but it's a rat.
Thinks back to the fish he ate once.
What a callback! Oh man, the fish fry.
The fish fry.
That was such a
He was like,
fun
yeah.
include.
Oh yeah, it was.
That was such a fun include for that mission.
Yep.
Yeah. He thinks back to that and he goes, yeah, I've seen foraging. Okay. So
Yeah, I think
let's
they'll be
reattach
fine.
the lifeboat.
Sorry.
So let's reattach the lifeboat.
Right on. We can
I
do
want
that
to
right
talk to
away.
you in the briefing room, just to see what we have as far as an angle on having a talk and a sit down with the other group down south.
All right. So you've talked to Hammond, and I'm sure you've picked up on the fact that he is fairly adamant that he and 6 of his best closest friends are going with you.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be on a standby position in case they need to. I believe his words were run through their compound. You notice that
we'll
they're
have
all
to...
armed, right? They're right over there.
I know. But we know that the other group is going to be armed too, so we need to be able to disarm them as much as possible.
I don't know. The way they make it
on
sound
both
is the other
sides.
guys only have like sticks and stones and maybe a couple of smaller pieces of gunpowder. I don't know. It's up to you. It's your show. Obviously to have a sit down, you do what you got to do to put people at the table, but ideally they come in unarmed.
Yeah. Okay. So what is your opinion on an angle here? We can get them to come out and actually talk to us.
We get the Hammer to show up without his hammer. We get Hammond to show up without his guns. If they can agree to that, maybe we can hammer out, no pun intended, hammer out some sort of agreement. I don't know how it's gonna fly. I'm sure you've heard Hammond talk though. He makes it sound like this guy's a goddamn cancer. She would not swear. I swore, not her.
You haven't dropped
bless
the
her
F-bomb
little
yet.
heart. What'd you say?
You haven't dropped the F-bomb yet.
Fuck that.
Oh. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna load up this shit.
Yep.
We're gonna head out. They can keep most of their pieces in the armory, I guess, for the time being, as they're on the ship. If they
Yeah, I
can
think
agree
you
to
get a little
that.
bit of pushback initially, but then you've got Tan just standing there with a stupid look on his face that
He
says
looks
no.
very official.
Yes,
Very
yes.
official.
Yeah, I think it's his official look, but somehow these guys read it as, okay, fine, we'll put our guns in your stupid little box.
Yes, please. You get your things back when we get back on
Yeah,
on
Tan
solid
is
ground.
absolutely standing there with little what's the word I'm looking for here?
Labels?
Little receipts with each one has its own number, like raffle
Yep.
tickets almost, but they're receipts, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna
I still
start heading.
have my laminated armory card for my M4. It's in a box.
Oh wow, I couldn't tell you. I cannot begin to. I think they tried to give me a weapons card. After a while, it's like, listen, my serial number is this. Will you shut the fuck up already? And then I'd also be like, listen, I was an armorer too. I know you have an MAL. Show me the MAL that shows my name, shows my weapon. Yeah, all right, give me my shit. Let's go.
Okay. So I guess you run the timeline right now.
I'm sorry.
So you run the timeline right now.
Sure. Where do you guys want to be? We could scoot forward to the nighttime.
It's time for night?
Yeah, let's do
so
it.
we'll spend some time waiting for the next daytime.
Yeah, it is nighttime.
So,
What are you
do you
guys gonna
guys
do?
remember me putting two? I mean, I did put 2 points in ranged combat for a reason last week.
I remember that.
Yep.
'Just saying.
10 whole experience points.
Right? I'm up to ranged combat 4 again.
Yeah.
Also,
So
I need a
it's your
snack.
show.
Yeah, Pike, what do you want to do? Pike, what are you guys doing?
Mhm.
All right.
I need a sniper rifle on my sheet, by the way.
Oh, is that all you
You can
need?
drag it from his. I
Yeah.
remember I don't have any guns because they decided that I wasn't mentally stable enough for them.
Yeah, Pike doesn't give a shit about that. He's not mentally stable.
Let's see.
Hey, you can just grab the scope
Inventory.
rifle and drag from my sheet to hers.
Yeah,
such a
that's
good
probably a quick,
crew.
easy way to do it. He's
Not in shambles at all.
inventory. Armat scope rifle.
Oh,
Go.
thank you.
Okay.
And I will put mine in my
Oh,
foot locker because I don't have it right now. She does.
yep.
Not that
So
it was really hurting my encumbrance, but you know.
All right. These guys. We are
well,
not setting up a normal like combat map and whatnot, but I do have targets on the board for you. They are right here.
Oh,
so
the five guys.
Yeah. But I mean,
So-
listen, placement and everything is just going to be completely abstract, theater of the mind shit. They're just on the board, so I have tokens that can roll and whatnot as
Mhm.
So
needed.
these
Yeah.
guys, they're pretty low tech here.
Yes, they are.
So
You'll
they
notice
don't
that
have,
none of them have a weapon.
they don't have radios.
No, they don't.
Okay. Are any of them like awake and directing people right now, or are they?
No, I think
They
what
all
you
in their cave
see at the
sleeping?
middle of the night. So let's say this is maybe a couple hours after sunset, and things are moving into the. There's something of a, not exactly a party, but it sounds like it might have been some sort of local version of a feast going on inside the cave. It's just dinner time for the hammer, but some might consider it something of a feast.
So once nightfall, once we get nightfall, my plan is to sneak into Shantytown,
Okay.
and um, Octavia has got eyes to
Okay.
help me avoid patrols, and if one of the targets comes out of the cave, she can sort of direct me between people to walk up behind said dude and whisk them away.
Okay. So as it turns
I was
out,
given an entire day to draw a map of the town on my PDAT, and I have little dudes that keep like have it all drawn out on my PDAT.
so
Yeah,
one thing you
we've
notice.
reached
Sorry,
we've
go ahead.
reached a point where we are 100% on brand for what Pike spent a lifetime learning to do.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're making this map out, you're doing it on your PDA, and Pike is just doing it the way he's always done it. He's sketching it in his book.
In his dope book.
In his dope
So-
book. So he's got his like, this is how I want to get in, these are the patrol routes, here's the cave entrance.
So one thing you'll
This is
note
what you
with the
can see.
patrols is that during the hours of daylight, about every 2 hours or so, a group of 3 or 4, let's call them, you said residents. So like a group of 3 or 4 residents and one of the 4 lieutenants would come by, from one direction or another, and then they disappear again. And then about another 2 or 3 hours later, another group, a different group, 3 or 4 residents and one of the lieutenants would come by. What you have noticed also, or what you have not seen in the 2 hours or so that it's been since sunset and full dark has descended, is that there are no more patrols for the night.
Okay.
The people in the elevated positions remain, and they have torches all around them,
Cool.
which actually works more in your advantage than it does theirs. Because
Yep.
as we all know, just because you have a torch does not have a very long line of sight or long range of light casting for you to be able to see.
Right. So like I said, like once we get nightfall, I'm gonna sneak my way into the village, and we're gonna use Octavia to help me find my way through without running into people.
All right, go ahead
And
and give me that.
she can keep an eye out for if any of these 5 come out of the cave.
Go ahead and give me that mobility roll.
Okay.
Take assistance as needed because you do have somebody helping guide you.
I'll push that. I'm cool.
Keep it
I got
together.
3
Yeah,
I got
like how
3
you're like,
successes.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I think what you get is you're starting to get that rush, that little bit of a buzz that you used to get. That you after a while you stop paying attention to because it wasn't unique. It was not unique anymore. But it's coming back, and now because you've been out of the Marine Corps for a year or more, it's
I'll
it's
have a
like
moment
putting on
when-
an old pair of boots and they feel amazing.
I'll have a moment with my signature item.
Your
So
flask?
like I've got that rush going,
Yeah.
and I look at I've got the watch.
Oh, the
And
watch.
I just look at it and I just like I take a moment to myself and just say, sometimes I think the world would have been a better place if you were right, but you were so wrong.
I forgot you changed it from the flask to the watch. Forgot
Yeah.
all about that. Okay. Now, unfortunately, and not because of anything you rolled, but just because it's funny to me, one of the 4 lieutenants does happen to pop his head outside the cave. And he steps to one side of the cave, and we have the traditional stereotypical zip. And he happens to be incredibly close to you, Pike.
Yeah,
Click.
he's gonna die.
And I want to be
So
clear.
fast.
You see that,
You are in
right?
splash range.
Click.
He's
He's
I
just like
don't
peeing
I
on
don't
you.
say
Like,
I don't
it's not directly on you. It's the scatter, the splatter.
yeah. I don't say anything. I just hit the push to talk twice as an acknowledgement. And yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Okay, give me a roll. Let me go ahead and put your individual target up in front of you. It's this guy.
okay.
He's gonna get something to help. Oh wait,
Super
hold on. It's not this game. They don't have armor either, so
Yeah, they've got no armor and he's being hit. He has no idea he's about
yeah,
to be hit, so he
and
can't roll against me.
yeah, he has.
Yeah.
All he's gonna
He's
be able to
calling
do
his
is
pants
eat it.
down.
Oh, and I gotta double check this because I think I get a bunch of bonus dice for this too.
For a sneak attack.
Yeah.
And you have merciless, so you can't just be like, he's defenseless.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
And because he's about to kill somebody, he's about to reduce that stress he just picked up.
Which
No,
he also
that
did.
was the moment I did with the watch.
He has the
Just
one
to throw
stress that's
myself back to
gone.
0. 85.
Hmm.
So nice having the rulebook here.
So it's been 1 year in about a week that I haven't smoked.
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations.
And it's coming up to year 1, year 2.
I'm at not quite 9 months.
Mm-hmm. It was in January?
Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations for 9 months.
It's
You have a
there's
smoking.
been a few times over the last month where where the idea of having a cigarette has hit. Not so much a want, but the idea, because I'm not always active, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
I've
you
got
did
5,
push.
6. Yeah, I've got 5 successes. I'm gonna put all that into damage, so I do 6 damage.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Unless he's superhuman, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
God.
And you managed with that extra bit there. Because I think you did a total of 6 damage, so I think one of those successes we can use that as a do it silently.
Yeah.
And
So,
at the very
I
least,
like
you can shuffle the body out of the way, not necessarily hide it specifically, but definitely out of plain sight.
I've got a thing. I
Go
got a
for
fun
it.
thing
Go
for
for
this.
it.
So you were talking about I was so close, I was getting to splash.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like he walked around the edge of the cave, and the cave sort of like it sort of rolls back away from the entrance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a gap where it's just shadow, and he's sitting there peeing on the ground at the gap. And then we just see like the features of Pike's face come out of the shadow of the crack. I reach out with 2 hands, one around his neck and one around his mouth, and I pull him into the gap, into the darkness.
Does the scope have a picture feature?
The helmet does.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? I'm sure you could.
I mean,
grab a snap.
I'm
of
wearing
that.
the helmet. Like you could
Yeah.
just take snapshots of this video after the mission.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying
Yeah.
myself.
It's just probably no longer registered to an American, not American, but to an allies thing. Yeah. So it's like a private video. It's
Yeah, I'll
disgusting.
pull him into the shadow, and I'll kill him and lean him up in the crack in the rock, so he's just in darkness.
Okay.
Mm.
There you go.
And so you shall remain.
What's next?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
Oh, let me finish painting the scene a little bit. As you are now at the mouth of the cave, you can hear a little bit of music. It sounds more like some crudely fashioned instruments that are kind of half-ass tuned. So the music
Hmm.
doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound great either. It's like listening to like knockoff equipment, right?
Hmm.
But there's a little bit of music and plenty of laughter, and then it's quiet for a moment, and then somebody yells something that you can't quite make out what is actually said, and then there's a lot more laughter, and then maybe a crash of plates, and then some more laughter.
Okay.
Oh
Uh,
God.
I'm
Do we
gonna
have a
wait.
trigger warning for this episode?
I'm sorry?
Do we have a trigger warning for this episode?
No, it's just a bunch of bullying.
All right, all
I'm
right.
gonna wait in the shadow and see if anybody comes to look for their pissing friend.
How long would you like to wait?
We've got 24 hours of darkness.
Yeah,
I'll sit here for 30 minutes.
yeah. No, nobody
Mm.
ever comes back out. You hear some rustling in the distance, but it as it turns out, it's just the people in the elevated positions trading out, changing shift.
Mm.
Okay. How well lit is the cave?
The cave
It's
itself,
torches, right?
yeah, there's torches and there's a line of them. Probably several feet in between each one, but there's a line. I want you to imagine it's if you're looking into the cave itself, it is a big, wide open space inside, right? Um, the roof is only probably about 7 or 8 feet above you, so like 7 or 8 feet of clearance from the ground. Fairly even, at least insofar as a path that is set up or has been set up. Uh, every I don't know 5 to 10 feet, and it's not rhythmic or orderly, but every so many feet is another torch on either side of this walkway that has or to call it a walkway is really rough because it's more because this is the same path that people took over and over and over and over and over for years and years and years. That's what smoothed it out as opposed to anybody going in and actually chiseling it out or whatever. It goes for probably about 100 yards into the cavern. You could see the line of lights, and then there is what appears to be uh, kind of it, without being able to see it. Do you have night vision on you?
No.
Okay. Without being
Well,
able to see,
I
go
don't
ahead.
have night vision. I have thermal.
Okay. So you that actually you can still make out the shape of it at least. So it almost appears to be as if somebody took the fuselage of some sort of drop ship or some other sort of interface ship from orbit, a ship that would be used from orbit to ground, and then mashed it up with some giant cube thing. The
Okay.
cube, of course, is not smooth cube. It's very very rough hewn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna be very patient. I'm gonna wait for the party to end. I'm gonna wait for them to go to sleep.
After about another a couple more hours, there's a few people that do come in and out, but they are not the lieutenants. They're more of the residents. Some of them are the majority of them appear to be, for lack of a better thing to call it, if this was a feast, these were the servants.
Hmm.
You eventually determine that off to one side is something of a kitchen, for a lack of a better thing to call it. And by kitchen, it's really just a couple of fire pits with food being roasted over them, and then the servants will take them into the main fuselage section to feed Shithead and his five closest friends. Well, now three closest friends. At no point is anybody ever aware that you can tell that one of them is missing. Um, there is, again, like I said, some people that come in and out of the cave, totally passing you up, completely oblivious to you. But again, they're residents, and it looks more like servants going home finally. Some of them are a little grumbly, but most of them have learned just to keep their mouth shut. Because it's surprising what this fucker can hear at long distance. But yeah, it's after a while, it's the equivalent of about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not actually that time because of the weird 48-hour clock, but
Right.
the equivalent of about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for these guys. And finally, things start to go down. Nobody's tending to the torches, so one or two of the torches blow out. Or not blow out, but burn out. And then a lot of the torches that they have set up around the fuselage actually end up going out as well.
Okay. But I can see people. on the thermal. So
Yeah.
like it's as long as I don't see anybody standing up, if they're all like laying down or whatever.
Yeah, at this point,
Or if they've gone into the ship so I can't see them through the wall or whatever, then that's good enough for me.
yeah,
That's
there's
when I'll
nobody
go in.
outside or like on sentry duty or anything like that.
Okay. Guess that's when I'll
I
go
am
in.
insulting their lack of preparation. Um,
I'll step out of the shadow where I know you've been where you've been staring at me, and I'll give you gang signs to let you know that I'm going into the cave.
okay.
Sorry, I don't know why, but the Merlin, fucking young Merlin or something like that, I think it is, keeps coming up on some of my feeds. And I keep seeing this fucking bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Just cast the goddamn spell already.
So yeah, I'll go in. It's time to kill people in their sleep.
Okay, well, main mobility. Let's see if you trip over somebody or some shit. I'm sure this.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is almost entirely a formality at this point. You're probably gonna easily get in there. Ooh. Okay, there you go. It actually you actually do step on somebody. You step on somebody's hand. You know what it feels like when you step on somebody's hand. You step on somebody's hand. They don't even stir. And for that half second of like, oh shit, that's somebody's hand. Oh shit, he's not even moving. Fuck it. I guess I'm good. Inside are the sleeping forms of what appears to be the Hammer and his 4 closest friends, of which one is not here. So one of those extra bodies is evidently female. I'll let you draw the rest of that picture because you don't need me to.
Okay. So it's this guy, his 3 best friends, and the one innocent person.
Yeah.
Or innocent's probably a strong word.
It's his bed warmer. Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
And his
All
bed
right,
is really not a bed. It's more like his throne that he managed to have somebody jury rig so he could actually recline it. Yes, I said throne. It looks like a throne. It's a lazy boy, okay? It's a lazy boy.
Let's be clear.
So
he has the lazy boy from Idiocracy.
Sure. I've never seen that, so I don't know what that looks
Oh,
like.
that's such a good movie.
Before we tangent, because she's a complication.
Please, no, before we tangent, hurry up.
I'm gonna kill the 3 first.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. In fact, if anything, well, you got 4 successes, so you could definitely take 3 of those successes and call it 3 dead kills that nobody wakes up to.
Okay, so they're dead.
Yep.
So the last one is this dude in his bed warmer, his lazy boy warmer, whatever.
Yeah.
So are they like? Is she actively warming his bed, or is it one of those like she's
they're
sleeping on the
asleep.
floor next to him type thing?
They're asleep, and she just happens to be passed out there. Like it's not exactly a cuddling sort of situation, but she's there.
Okay. And there's nobody else in the cave.
Correct. It's just you and these 2 knuckleheads. Careful on your choices. I may have you make a roll based on what you choose to do. See if you actually end up going through with it. I don't know what I said that really. You're the one that tells me to play my character the way my character is meant to be played. So please play Pike the way he was meant to be played. Look, I really even need to say that much.
Look, I'm sure Pike and I set up contingencies of me starting sniping people off from the outside because I very much doubt this rifle's quiet.
He's got a silencer on him.
Your rifle is suppressed and you're really far away. So there might hear a funny noise. They're going to hear maybe a funny noise in the distance that just sounds like a rock falling.
It's going to sound like a rabbit coughing.
You are far enough away. They're not going to be able to tell where you are. And they might not know it's a gunshot right away. Especially since they're stick people.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to try to kill him.
Okay.
I'm gonna straight like slasher movie this shit. I'm gonna stand right next to him looking at him, and I'm gonna wait for them to separate in their sleep so I can try to grab him and like roll him away while I snap his neck to try to not wake her up.
Okay.
You don't have a knife or something? I suppose so. You gave blood
He
on him.
does.
I
I
don't have a
assume he
knife.
does. I assume he does.
He doesn't have a knife.
No,
I've got these. I don't need a knife.
that's fair.
Good point. Good point.
These are my knife.
Clearly, he enjoyed her knife hands too little too much.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, sir. Go ahead and make your close combat.
All right. Let's see. 2, 3. Here we go.
Jesus. Okay. Well, he's obliged to. Yeah. So he wakes up in the middle of this, and I think he gets about 0.4 second to realize that he's dead.
Yeah, like, he's like, what the hell's happening? As he starts to roll, and that's when I just like hug around his neck and cut off his airway and just snap his neck while I pull him off the bed away from her.
Yeah. She wakes up, and it is.
With 11 successes, she still wakes up.
No, you're okay. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. She doesn't wake up. Her snoring stops for a second and then resumes a few seconds later. In fact,
Feels like maybe he got out of
it's
bed
one
for
of
a
those.
second.
It's one of those like comical moments of like any other like thriller moment of like I'm getting ready to make this kill. Oh, did they hear me? Oh no, they're fine. They're back to sleep. They're back to sleep.
Not even close.
All right, so my plan here, I'm taking the hammer.
You're
Okay.
taking the
It's
hammer.
Right next to
That's
the bed.
great.
Yeah, so I take
Has
the
to
hammer.
be.
I'm also, for maximum shock effect, I am taking the bodies.
Okay.
I'm going to coordinate with Octavia. I am sneaking these bodies out, and I'm sneaking them away from the camp. I'm going to go to the other side of a berm outside of patrol range, and I'm going to bury them in the sand.
Okay.
So when she wakes up, they're just gone.
Thank you.
And when they look around the camp, no one's there. They have no idea where these people went.
Just to see how this works out for you in the grand scheme of things, I need one more mobility roll to cover all of that.
Okay.
Thank you for trying.
Just for the on the odd chance that you get tripped up or some dumb shit like that. There you go.
I'll
Well,
take my success.
Really appreciate
it takes
this,
actually. So what ends up happening is it takes quite a bit longer than you would think it would.
I just get like super unlucky with people getting up and wandering around, and it takes
Yeah.
me hours to get
Yeah,
it done.
yeah. Like you have to work around the guys in the elevated positions. Their shift changes. At one point, you swear one of them sees you. You swear you have eye contact. Like I want you to imagine you're like fireman's carrying a dead body, and it's almost like you had eye to eye contact, and then he just like didn't see shit. I don't know. Nothing happened. Nothing's going on here. And then
Oh,
you're
God,
like
I'm
you're
so
able to
tired,
keep
my
on
eyes
going.
hurt. Yeah, he's just like, God, I'm so tired, my eyes hurt. And he's just like, look in the direction I am.
yeah. He rubs his eyes, and when he pulls his hands away for a second, that's when you're right there. And he's like, God, I can't get this shit out of my eye. He starts rubbing his eyes again, giving
Oh,
you just enough
no.
time to get away. At your
let's see.
discretion, whenever you're ready. I don't know if there's anything else y'all want to do, but at your discretion,
I do
it
want to
sunrise.
I do want to try to see if the shuttle, if the lander box thing had any like anything that looked like data disks in it.
Oh, so give me observation.
I'm gonna laugh if none of this was even important.
I mean, we're bringing the colony into compliance. That's our whole mission here.
I mean, we'll get the data this at some point, I guess.
I'm good.
Okay.
All
I got
right.
2 successes.
You realize that so he had this lazy boy recliner thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That reclined into something close to an actual bed. Kind of like a sleeper for couches, but it's a recliner.
Like the chair from Idiocracy.
Yes.
Don't
Have a
hey,
cool-
I'm just gonna go with it.
I gave you a picture.
I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it.
Oh, it's in the
Look.
Discord?
I haven't.
It has
I'll
the
get-
toilet.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. I have to see this.
It's got surround sound.
Oh, hell
from, like,
yeah.
The 90s.
It's got a
It's
toilet.
great.
In one of the scenes, and when he gets up, I think he flushes it as he walks around in a Justice's shorts.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Next to this chair is an ottoman.
Mm.
Inside that ottoman, along with various
Is it
other.
Empire?
I'm sorry. Is it
Is
Empire?
it Empire?
No.
Oh.
That was good though. Especially considering I've been doing a lot of history dives lately during the day.
Oh.
So I don't know how many times the Ottomans and various other forms of Ottoman-ish and Turk-ish have come up. So no, inside this Ottoman is, among other things that can only be described as this guy's treasure hoard that he's basically been stealing from everybody, is the long data discs.
Okay.
The disc, like,
Which
I want you to
he
imagine it's
feels
like a
would have been
Ziploc
important.
with floppies in them, right? I don't know what they
Mhm.
would. I feel like these are going to be more cylindrical in shape, so in some
stick-
sort of protective covering.
Yeah,
Ziploc
I'll stuff
bag.
those. I'll stuff those in a pocket, and then I'm gonna pick a shanty building that nobody's in,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to pick one that is like close to like their entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hide in that building, and I'm going to wait for the sun to rise. So if the captain's meeting goes bad, I can pop out of this building behind the defenders and just fucking waste them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I'm still in my position. And this is when we start using some never sleep to make sure we're well prepared.
yeah. So speaking of that, Rodans, I need you to make a stamina test.
So I need to make a stamina test before I use never sleep.
Are you using the never sleep?
Yeah. Did
Okay,
I not
never
just
mind.
say that out loud?
Never mind. I just wanted to make sure.
Like legitimately, did you not just hear me say that?
No, I did. I just sometimes the brain doesn't work that well. Okay, listen, you guys. This is not a surprise to you guys. Don't act like it is.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, I used one dose of never sleep compared to Pike's 2.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Pike needs to. That's just
Yeah.
to keep him normal.
Mm.
Sorry.
He uses never sleep as a mood stabilizer. Are you sure I don't have an addiction?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
That's-
teach Pike the light sleeper trait just so he can be more creepy about it.
Yeah, that's our night. I've done the work. I've stolen the hammer so that if I can use it to help.
Do you
the
have it
captain.
on you?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Captain Warren arriving. It is about an hour after sunrise. For the people already on the ground, people are milling about, and
Mhm.
there is the start of some concern floating through the camp, because usually by about 2 hours or so after sunrise is when the first task assignments come out. None of that is happening. Nobody's in real panic mode because there was a feast last night, so it's not a surprise if everybody's drunk, but there hasn't been an open general panic yet. So
Yeah.
Yep.
the ship arrives, touches down, you guys roll up,
Mm-hmm.
take it from there.
Surprisingly, I think I want to just let Lakota do the loudspeaker thing of like, hey, we're doing a parlay, and then do whatever it is that they're doing. The gate people are there. The gate people are probably still.
Yeah, the individuals in
sitting
the elevated positions, they see you, they start shouting, a few more people come out, and I want you to imagine as you're sitting, I imagine you stop at maybe 100 yards or something like that from, no, come on. My kid's
Is that
finished.
a cat I just
Yeah,
saw?
yes, that was my son bringing my son. This is what he likes to do. When the cat annoys him, he brings the cat out to me and puts him on my desk, as if to say, "He's your problem now."
Do
It's your
something.
problem now.
Yeah.
You're the adult. You're the one who's awake. It's your problem.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I want you to imagine you pull up on this position. You're probably like 100 meters or something like that from these elevated positions where they can clearly see you coming.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a bit of not quite panic, as there are people wandering almost aimlessly, as if they're looking for something and they can't figure it out. They're not even sure what they're looking for, but they can't figure it out. The two elevated positions are pointing at you, like to get you to stop, and then they yell across. That, mind you, they're like 100 yards or something like that apart, right? So they're yelling back and forth about what they need to do, and then eventually one of them's just like, fuck it, whatever, and waves you in. And then comes back down. Or comes down from his elevated position.
What vehicle would we have taken, considering we have like 5 people and
Probably one of the big MRAPs. I keep calling them big MRAPs, but
Yeah.
let's say, I'm assuming if that many, then it's probably the 6x6. Which
Yeah,
may or may
6x6.
not have a turret on it.
It does not.
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, it has a.
I mean, you could put one on if you want.
No, like just a loudspeaker, I guess. All right, cool. So we're gonna drive in with our armored vehicle. So, we're going to see if we can find anything involving the leadership in this place, and we're gonna ask them loudly, "Do you know where leadership is?"
One person steps forward.
Okay.
He's the one that was up in the elevated position that was like, fuck it, just come on in. And he comes up in front of your vehicle. And he is standing there. He's got a stick. So I want you to imagine something like an axe handle.
But without the axe.
Right. And he's just standing there with
my
that.
pistol and just kind of sit
Yeah,
there.
like he's just carrying it. Like he's not even necessarily carrying it threateningly.
Okay.
But he's carrying it, right?
Okay.
And he stops in front of your vehicle and he just gives you one of these.
What were they doing? Does anyone have any eyes on what's going on?
He takes a couple of steps forward to your vehicle and then stops.
Anything? Okay.
He yelled something to the effect of, I could yell or we could talk.
I'm gonna talk.
Okay, then he yells, can you come out here then?
Oh, I'm not out of the vehicle yet. Yes, I will get out of the vehicle.
He
Oh
comes
god,
up.
I'm recording this.
He
Does
comes
Aaliyah
up.
come out with you?
Yes, obviously.
Okay, yeah. So the two of you guys come out.
Okay.
And says they had a party last night and now they're all dead. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know who the fuck's in charge.
There's
Sure
no
shit
bodies.
ain't me.
How do they know anybody's dead?
No, you're
They
right.
just
They're
have
not.
no idea
Yeah,
where they
no,
are.
yeah. Let me wreck on that. They had a fucking party last night and I don't know where the fuck they are now.
Okay.
I don't know who's
is
in
this
charge.
usual? Is this
No,
usual?
this is absolutely not normal.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
if everybody who was in charge is gone, that sucks. But I've got some friends who would like to be in charge.
The one guy that you
Right?
put in, the one guy you put in the crack, is he still there?
No,
Or
I
did you
took
bury
him.
him?
No, I
You
took
buried
him.
you buried him too?
I wanted them to be completely fucking ghosted out of the camp.
Okay. Yeah. We don't know what the
So,
fuck's going on. There was a party last night. My sister fed them for fuck's sake.
So they were there, but
Yeah.
now they're not.
Yeah, no, they were there. I don't know what happened. My cousin's
All right. Well,
my cousin said when she went to bed, he was there. The hammer was there. When she woke up, the hammer were gone.
Okay. Well, there has been some friction involved with Colony A and Colony B.
I
in
don't
the
know what
south
you're
and the
talking about.
northern.
Oh,
But
you
we
mean
need
those
to have
fuckers
a
that got kicked
conversation.
out?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't. What do you want me to do about it?
Well, there's been some friction, and I think we need to have a conversation about reintegrating people back into society.
Sure. Is the hammer around? Have
I
you
don't
seen
know.
the
That's
hammer?
why we came here.
I want to be clear. When he says, "Have you seen the hammer?" He's absolutely at his wits' end. He's like, "I don't know what the fuck to do right now."
Can I hear that
Okay.
from my
Yeah,
hidey hole?
probably.
All right. I want to just like cup my hand around my microphone and just key up on the captain's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the hammer to arrive? I've got
Not
the
yet.
hammer. I'm in the camp.
Not yet.
Not yet. What? What do you mean not yet? I don't know where anybody. The closest we got in charge is this guy right here, but I don't like him because he's a fucking rat.
Oh, maybe we
Yeah,
should.
fuck you, Joe. You fucking ratted
Maybe
me
we
out 6 weeks ago. You ratted out my brother yesterday. Go fuck yourself, buddy.
Okay. All right.
So
This is clearly going very well. So
is the
we're gonna
Northern
park
Colony
outside.
representative overhearing all of this?
Yeah, they're probably overhearing a lot
They're
of this.
probably
and
overhearing
handing
some
this-
of this, like through muffled glass and whatnot, because they're inside
Yeah.
the vehicle.
Okay, so I'm gonna signal for Hammond and
Okay, great. So now Hammond can
everyone else
talk
to
to
come out.
myself. Wonderful.
Yes.
Hammond comes out, and this is where I'm just
Yeah.
going to paraphrase you sick bastards.
Yeah. Paraphrase. Yeah.
Hammond comes out and he talks to him, and over the course of like the next 10 minutes, you get a little bit more clarity that legitimately nobody has a clue. They were fully expecting to get their daily taskings and maybe a beatdown about an hour ago, and nobody, no, and when he says no, like you get the nobody has showed up for work today. Nobody knows where anybody is. There's
McDonald's is
nobody
closed.
inside the cave. No one inside the cave.
Except for the lady who was in bed.
Well, she's come out. She's went back to her little
left.
hut. She went back to her little hut. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, there's like,
chain of
and
command
so Hammond is like, "What'd you guys do?" He says he tells the little guard or whatever to like just go wander over there for a minute. Let the grown-ups talk.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks back at you and he says, "All right, what'd you do? You fucking did something."
I didn't do anything.
Okay, well you know what happened then. What happened?
Okay, give me a second. I gotta pull up my manipulation because it's gonna have to happen.
You're gonna lie to him, okay?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to
I'm not
formulate
gonna lie. I'm just not gonna tell the truth.
But he's gonna judiciously withhold certain elements of the truth.
Yes, that's lying. But yes.
No.
For the
It's not quite the
security.
same.
Maybe they ran away when they knew we were gonna come back.
All right. Can I just roll my manipulation and then roll with whatever I rolled with?
Yeah. Roll it. So let's see what happens.
Give me a second. I have influence, so with rank comes certain privileges. You can push any skill-based roll empathy twice, not just once, like every. But okay. So I go boop.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to check the box for multi-push if you're gonna do it.
But I already got a stress, so I got 2.
Oh
no, that's oh yeah, okay. Oh, I was reading your observation.
I don't know. Okay. So you have to check the box to be able to do the multi-push.
2.
Okay, yeah, you're at 2. At least you kept your shit together. You got your 2 successes.
Okay. Okay. So due to the extenuating factors of this particular situation, I let's see here. Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, you're good. I didn't get any 6s.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, this is
factors. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say this is gonna be funny. Sorry, I was talking half to myself.
I know. Okay, so due to the factors that this was going to be possibly dangerous, I did say an advanced group to come and tell them that there was going to be a meeting. I don't know what happened, and honestly, it just seems like the chain of command fell apart. Are you able to instill a government here?
He looks at you. He's got a very displeased look on his face. He just goes, "You cleaned house, is what you fucking did."
I don't know.
Now,
I don't know.
You didn't do it. You sent somebody to do something, and that's what happened. Is now there's no opposition, and maybe they come back and maybe they don't. Probably not. Yeah, I'll set your fucking government up. I'll take over. Probably best that you just take whatever else you've got to fucking take and just get the hell out of here.
Perfect. I radio to my advanced group. Do we have everything?
Does Octavia answer?
I mean, I'll start hiking my way back to the.
I would imagine we get that cool guy shuffle, or not shuffle. We get the cool guy walk as the rising sun behind you, as you pull yourself up out of your hide, all dirt and dust flopping off. I have to
take the equipment with me. I'm not leaving this shit here.
No, I know. Yeah.
It's expensive gear.
Yeah. And then here comes Pike, shuffling his way
people
out.
Barely have spears with sharpened points. I'm not leaving them anything.
They have a couple of MP9s. Just throwing it out there.
So
doesn't mean they have functional.
I love that.
Do you want them to know that Pike is in the village?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak out of the village and just sneak into the back of the 6x6.
Go ahead, give me the mobility because there's a lot of people moving around. You're gonna take a -2.
Okay.
There's a lot of people wandering around right now, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, talking to each
I
other about what's
mean,
going on.
you probably.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
still
okay.
made it. Okay. Fucking Christ. That is some bullshit, sir. That's some bullshit. 4 successes. I think you somehow you managed to Assassin's
Are
Creed
you
your
gonna
way
push
out.
that just to fuck with Omar?
No, I've already got enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I probably deserve
Okay.
it. I recognize that.
So my plan is to like while there's this whole confusing hubbub of the captain and this guy talking, and now he's got to talk to these people to try to organize them and all that. And I work my way around and back to get into the back of the 6x6, and I'll have a
Mhm.
seat and I'll just start spinning the hammer around, waiting for the captain to come in and see me just spinning my trophy.
I see a plot hole.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Lakota and Hamida.
We're in there.
Lakota would have come with me. Is she outside of the thing now? And
No,
did she-
we can argue that
I can run into
we can argue the only people that would have gotten out of the vehicle were the only people that got out of the vehicle were you and Hammond when you called for him.
Okay.
And
Well,
anybody
Alita-
else you want.
I mean,
Sort
Alita
of-
also got out to be his bodyguard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alita did too. And then
Okay.
obviously once Hammond came out, at least a couple of his guys came out, and then eventually the rest of them would have come out too as they wander off. Like they basically tell you, yeah, why don't you just get your shit and get out of here? And then he wanders off with his people with guns, and they
So
start-
Hamida and
reintegrating.
Lakota are in the back of the 6x6.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, look, anybody from the ship from the crew looking at you is like,
I just like
that's the hammer.
I like the idea that they're in the middle of an argument, and I'm just in the back of the truck when they finally notice me, and it's obviously Hamida. It's gonna be the one to notice me, just standing there in the back of the truck looking at them with the hammer.
Yeah,
It's just
Hamida,
spinning the
that's
hammer
exactly what
around.
happened. Hamida just like stops mid sentence as the door seals behind you, and she's just
and
like,
not only that, I'm
That's the
spinning the
hammer.
hammer, but I've shaved, I've cut my hair,
Yeah.
and I'm wearing my full Marine getup with a smart gun, and I'm just spinning the hammer. And that's
It's
what
just
she
like,
notices.
"That's the hammer. Where the fuck have you been?" There's a story here, isn't there?
Yeah,
Hopefully not.
if the captain
No.
clears you for it, and
Click.
you just wink,
If the
and he'll
captain
just
clears
wink,
me, what,
and then
what are you, the Gestapo?
he'll just wink at her.
Oh, and I
Jesus.
just click so Pike can hear. Don't forget to put that hammer somewhere where the local representatives can't see. Click.
Mm.
I'll open like
An
like a
overhead bin.
toolbox, yeah, like an overhead bin, and I'll put the hammer in it and close it.
All right. Anything else for this particular mission, Colony World? Shall we
But
move
we're
on?
gonna
other
have
than-
fun having back on ship time.
Yeah. I'm dreading that. It'll be
You're
hilarious though.
Are you gonna let Hammond know how glad you are to know that he's gonna be part of the Great Mother Mission Network?
He basically told
I'm
you guys to
leaving
go
him a
fuck
message.
yourselves because so may or may not have picked up on it, but he's feeling a little like you guys kind of swept this out from under him and then didn't include him on the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Also, are we gonna be nice and ferry the northern people to the southern side?
That
Mhm.
might go some ways to smoothing some ruffled feathers.
I mean, we should,
Mhm.
and we can move the supplies down there as well, so they can have their goodwill of sharing those supplies with the other people there, and
Yeah.
because we
Smooth
do
it a
want to
little
set
bit.
them up to success.
Yeah. And that requires some relief. And we can set up some network to have some water sent down at some point, like regularly, and we can have a little colony, set up for the mother mission. It'll work out.
Okay.
I think we got some
All
mineral
right, so
reserve on this planet, right?
you actually helped them bring the two camps back together into one camp.
Okay.
And it does smooth some feathers. Like there's definitely some sore spots from how Hammond felt like he was
Calling them?
used a little bit. And
But I think Hammond's the only one who's affected.
Huh?
Hammond.
I think
Yeah,
Hammond's the only one who's affected.
he
Yeah.
felt used. We didn't ask him to do anything.
But he feels like he was so fair, right?
Cheated?
I'm trying to think. I may
Cheated.
not be using quite the right word, but basically he feels like, yes, on one hand cheated because this was
Deceived is the word you're
Deceived,
looking
definitely.
for.
Yes, he definitely feels deceived, and feels like this was a disingenuous method of taking over. Now, that said, he has taken over, so he's not terribly butthurt about it, but he's still butthurt, and he wants you to know that he's butthurt.
He can be butthurt, but
But
I'll
because you
prepare
outdo,
those.
Missing.
right? Because he knows better. He's not dumb, guys.
He's
He
never
even
been
said
dumb.
at some point, I'm sure the conversation goes almost entirely word for word like this. I'm not fucking stupid. I know you did something. I can't prove anything. It's clear that they're not here and they're not coming back. You definitely had a hand in this.
Wait, were you planning on burying them yourselves?
You know
I'd
the
say
funny
nothing
part.
to
You know what
them.
the funny part would be is if you left tiny little markers. They don't have to
No.
be obvious or anything, but just tiny little markers.
No,
Mhm.
like I buried them with the intent that by the time the wind blows those up, they'll just be bones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you do have a colony of sorts that you can now add to your list of colonies. We'll draft stats up at some point in the future, should you decide to come back here to check on these fuckers. But this is another colony that may or may not
We'll do
elect
some
to.
stuff.
Yeah.
You should probably let them know that we own the crashed ship and that if they loot it, it's an ICC crime.
Hammond.
You don't need the shit
You know
anymore.
what? You know. Do you?
the stuff we
Is
gave
this
you.
brought up to Hammond's? Is this brought up to Hammond?
I will ask Tam to bring it up to Hammond.
Okay, so Tan comes
And
back
Tam
to
will
you.
probably tell me.
Yeah, Tan comes back to tell the captain, and maybe a carbon copy email to Pike, who probably doesn't even know how to turn his computer on, but whatever.
He hasn't
all
turned
of
it on
Pike's
yet.
emails.
There is going to be some sort of negotiations in the near future regarding the salvage, or regarding the status of that crashed vessel, as to who actually laid claim to it when. More importantly, it's a negotiation for another time.
Okay. So
And
I'm gonna tell him.
Tan pulled that part off for the crew.
He
says
solid.
that. In fact, what he says to Captain Warren only, verbatim, like vocally, face to face, is, "I managed to talk him down for now." ... And
And
then he walks away.
I know who that is, which is the person on the mothership.
Tan Blatchman?
No. Tan Blatchman, I know who he is.
Okay.
But I managed to talk him down. Him
is Hammond.
Hammond.
Who is
Hammond. Okay.
Yeah, so what he said, so basically what it is Hammond is going to file a claim on that salvage. But Tan has talked him down in some of that claim. And then he leaves you with ... Captain, turn around, walk away. There's an implied message. No, he does the turning around and walking away. He's implying something that he can't actually tell you guys, that if you're going to move anything that you have already taken, you need to do it fucking now.
Yeah.
And by move, like as soon as we get back to the rest of the fleet.
So move it as in sell it, fence it, whatever.
Yeah, we need to fence all that stuff when we get back to the fleet.
That's why he said ... So you can't incriminate him. Stop asking him questions like that.
I'm not asking him
You,
questions.
Captain Warren, should know better. Weren't you the one with the hidey hole stash aboard the fucking ship that I can't remember the name of? The Tamatam?
Tamatam?
Yeah. Or was that Watts?
Hidey hole.
That was Watts.
Oh shit, never mind.
Watts was the smuggler.
Never mind.
Yeah, Watts was the smuggler.
Okay, maybe Warden wouldn't know to not ask those questions.
I'm actually really looking forward to, like next session or something, a cooperative conversation between Pike and Tam about like what we want to put on the table to negotiate with Hammond.
I'm sure that conversation will come up at some point in time.
Yeah.
Because the ship,
I'm back on the ship. Now,
the ship has been looted.
Oh yeah, we took everything.
Guys, they can't file their paperwork in time. They don't have a ship or comms, and it's not like we're leaving them radios. We just go back to our business, and nobody's even going to know until they send another ship around.
That's a good point.
I believe
in the power.
You know what?
I dare you to go and salvage that ship at this point now, because you might find another colony nearby.
I love it.
Listen, I am talking.
Look, they can have the nuclear reactor all they want. They'll probably blow themselves up.
No. We negotiate that they can take all the supplies that are on board, and they have 2 weeks to take all the supplies off the ship, and we're taking the hull and the reactor and all of that.
You're taking the whole goddamn thing.
But we've already looted all the stuff that was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it, so they can go. Yeah, so they'll seem
But
like
and that's
they'll
what
be like,
that's what Tan is trying to imply. It's like whatever you've
Yeah.
got right now, you need to move it now.
right,
By
right,
moving,
yeah.
you know,
Now-
sell, fence, whatever.
Now I'm tracking 100%, and I'm looking forward to having a scene with Tam about this later.
Yes.
So
Yes, that'll be interesting, I'm sure.
above table, we have given them medical supplies
Yes.
and food.
Medical supplies,
and
some
all this-
food. You've helped reintegrate the two halves of the colony. They're all one big happy family again. You've removed a
and they
major
still
power
want
threat.
the ship. And
Sorry?
they still want the ship.
Well, because
Yeah.
they don't know, unless I'm mistaken, they don't know that you guys have raided it.
They don't know.
Yeah. So as far as Hammond's concerned, there's still some goodies out there they haven't had a chance to go get.
I probably just would leave a message saying like, well, there's really not much on that ship in the first place.
No,
and
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
use the
no.
reactor.
Well, we can't comment on that. We don't do
Look,
that.
just
No.
don't touch it.
Don't
Don't
touch
talk
it.
about it.
Okay,
Don't
don't
worry
touch it.
about it.
Yeah, that's what Tam said. That's what Tam said.
Yeah, Tam said don't worry about it. Just
Yeah, he said
just-
that he got them. He talked them down. He didn't give them
Oh,
a lot of
okay, so
details,
he's
right,
the one
but he
who
got
talked
them to
them
talk. He talked them down so that they're
Okay.
not pushing any sort of claim. Now, this is
Okay.
before anybody points out, of course, that they don't have any sort of long-range communications capability.
Mm-hmm.
So, it basically what it went was Hammond's like, "Well, I still want to get out there and get after that. That's my ship. That's my people's shit. We're gonna get it." Tam's like, "Let's have a conversation. Let's talk this out a little bit." And he managed to talk them down so that they're not, rushing out there crazy like grit stuff. And,
Like a gold rush.
right. He's basically slowed them down to think about it and maybe come back in a year or two. And maybe focus on what's really important, which is your community right here.
Family and values.
And Diesel would like to know your location, sir.
Now, what I'm curious about is Lakota or anybody else on the ship, because I came off that sneaky shit. So, to everybody else except for Emily, everybody else is just seeing clean-shaven, haircutted Pike in
There's-
marine armor walking around, all dirty and tired looking.
Yeah, there's a lot of hushed whispers that suddenly stop the moment you come into view. And
It's not like, yeah.
they're like,
Octavia's
there's
probably
some
walking
people
around
that
with
are.
him.
Sorry, go ahead, Red Ants.
It's like Octavia's probably walking around with him in this instance, but he clearly has the attention.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people. I mean, to be clear, like you don't have a lot of people on your crew to begin with, but there's a lot of people amongst the crew that are like, "Oh, and now there's a 18-foot tall jarhead wandering around the ship. Amazing. This is not what I signed on for." And then there's like, "Oh, look at that, another baby killer. Shocker, le shocker. I am colored surprised."
Yeah, I'll put stuff away and yeah. I guess I'm gonna go wait. I'm gonna be leaning against the wall outside the captain's door. So whenever the captain goes to go back into his space, Pike is just there.
Do you want to do
Freshly
this
Do we want to
now,
run
or
that scene or?
do you want to do this scene now, or do you want to hold it for next week?
I don't think it'll be a very long one.
Okay. I'll walk up.
Did
Heath.
everything go the way that you thought it might, Captain? Everything work out well for you?
So smooth. I don't even know what you did.
Do you want a souvenir?
I do like trophies.
I'll just like from behind my back, I'll pull out the hammer.
What you do? Have it in your prison wallet? Don't answer that. I don't want to know.
He was
No,
he was
I'm
leaning against the
standing-
wall with his hands behind his back, just sort of leaning against the wall.
This is great.
I'll hand you the hammer.
I'm gonna grab it and put it in some safekeeping area where I put my trophies.
It is. I want to point out it's
Heavy.
heavy. Imagine first off a pickaxe handle, right? But
Mhm.
then it's like at the one end where the pickaxe end would be, it's ballooned out, and then
Mhm.
there's like all sorts of like chains, barbed wire,
Stuff.
nails, all kinds of bullshit, right? So this thing is like ungainly as it is ugly, and ugly as it is ungainly.
Mhm.
Like it's just a hideous looking thing. To get hit with this thing would it would fuck up your day. Period. There's absolutely no question about it, and
Okay.
it's very much
So,
unbalanced.
Do you
probably.
have a couple minutes to talk while you hang that thing up in your office?
Yeah, I just want to clear the story. You found this in somewheres after he had left.
I found it on the ground outside the 6x6.
Got it. So I hang it up, and what's up, Pike?
How's command?
It's growing on me, but obviously I have some glaring issues.
You the first thing that comes to mind was that whole whatever citizens arrest or some shit that doesn't even exist out here, whatever it was, when you lost your fucking mind down in that basement. What happened?
Uh, I guess one person was being accused of murder, and the other people are all okay with that. And I decided I didn't want to be down in some storm cellar with a murderer. So I pulled my pistol and made everyone sit in a corner. Probably not the smoothest move.
Hey, it was a move. At least you committed
Yeah.
to it.
There was no turning back from there.
No. The worst thing you could have done is try to pull back on that and be all wishy-washy, and then they don't take you seriously, and I had to kill them all. So I appreciate you at least sticking to it.
Yeah, no, there's no respect if not gained respect at that point.
I I know that this whole Great Mother mission thing is a little bit different,
Mm-hmm.
but I I've been leading people into battle for, I don't know, 12 14 years.
So what does that make you? 18?
If
Just old
you
enough to enlist.
yeah, basically, right?
Yeah.
I look really good for my age. So, yeah, any decision that you make, I will back you up on it, even if it's fucking retarded. But if you want to talk things out, or if you want some advice, even if it's to know exactly what you don't want to do, I want you to succeed at this. You deserve it. Let me know if I can help with this at all.
I might just have to take that up.
And whatever we talk about in here, I'm not gonna tell anybody. So
He gives a big stretch, like me, and says, why is Lakota in fright? I'm just seeing her token here.
in Hamida and Lakota.
Yeah,
What about
okay,
him? I'm
whatever.
sorry.
That doesn't matter. I see one of them is in panic mode on the board.
She's the one that screamed.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to put my thoughts together and we'll discuss this in the next couple hours, I think. I think it's going to be an eventful
oh.
next day.
Right,
Oh
don't let
yeah,
me interrupt.
you anticipate a problem?
I don't anticipate a problem. I anticipate some people are going to ask some questions that I'm going to have to be able to answer, at least somewhat. Other than that, I believe the basic was that you and Westcott went on a science mission. Somehow ended up in the um, ended up in the village, and then you ended up on the 6x6.
As far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to talk to
Yep.
Octavia about this, we got dropped off to go meet with Hammerman and talk about had this impending meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't find him.
Okay.
And then I waited for a pickup. And when you guys showed up, I tripped on the hammer while it was on the ground next to the 6x6, so I figured we might as well pick it up on the way out.
Got it.
We got the data discs.
We got the
So I
data
mean,
discs.
I found those when I was looking for the guys that you sent me there for, and I figured I might as well turn the mission into some kind of success, right?
Yeah, success. The small victories.
Mhm. Yeah, it's the small victories.
Maybe make a wish.
It's a good thing that Hammond was there to step up
Yep.
Hmm.
right when his people needed him.
We did good today.
We're fucking humanitarians.
The bro handshake.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to talk anything out with your new job and responsibilities, just let me know.
Right.
I
I have one last question to continue the scene.
Okay.
For like a moment. How do you feel Westcott is progressing?
Progressing on what?
I don't know. She's been all over the place, and I need to know where she's heading.
Well, I'm not Lakota and I don't know shrink stuff, but I have seen something. I have seen this before. Um, she's gonna need the team. If she doesn't have the team, then we won't have her anymore. But if she's got the team, we can carry her across the line.
Okay. Let's see. Right around this time, I think you hear from like my drawer, my PDAT going off again.
Hey, let's be clear. I only set the alarm to go off on the approach for that one planet. If
Oh
it's
yeah,
still going
okay.
off, it's somebody else's
Is this the
problem.
same? This is the same planet. This is the same planet.
Yeah, but we already
Then it's
arrived.
going off every hour and like 1 minute then.
Oh. I'll just hear it buzzing. I'll look over.
Do you know anything about that?
I could probably make it stop.
He already
Nah.
did that once. This is the second PDAT that's doing it, by the way.
Probably.
Do you
All right.
want me to make that stop, or do you want to deal with it yourself?
I'll try to play around with it a little bit more and see if I can make it stop. Other than that, keep up with Octavia if you can.
Just remember, like, if we want to have her stay around with us, she needs to know she's on the shoulders of the team.
Yeah,
That includes you and Alita.
yeah. Thank you. I have a lot to think about.
Sure thing. I'm gonna be getting sweaty. Just get up and leave.
I
So you
think
can
that's
start the next.
I think that I love the idea of closing on that scene. I'm gonna go get sweaty,
Yeah.
and we see him get up, and that's where we start rolling credits. Maybe in the
then the
background, we
next
see him
episode-
actually go to the gym and take his shirt off one more time, and
Yeah,
I'll
he
see
goes
you
down
again in
to
the next episode.
he just goes down to his punching pipe, takes his shirt off, and that's where it cuts
Yep.
off.
Yeah. All right, let's
Starts
talk
with that, ends with
experience.
that.
Obviously, you participated. You obviously risked or sacrificed something. Well, yeah, I guess technically for your personal agenda, this one does apply. You definitely
Yeah,
risked something. You
I-
made a slew of rolls tonight.
I convinced to like we roll. I put together a plan and got everyone on board for me to just go murder a bunch of people who did not need to be murdered. Like
Now, do I?
maybe just Hammer Guy, maybe, but really like the not douche, like the not super evil plan would have been to actually get them out in the meeting. And if it went
Mhm.
bad, be the Overwatch that took them out to protect people. But I just preemptively murdered all of their leadership.
Yeah, you did.
There's a bunch of ways this could have gone, including like just intimidating them and then having them show up and stuff. And then the other one would have been just to have Overwatch. And honestly, we took the darkest path.
Yes, you did. You did. You definitely. The only thing that would have been darker would have been to bait them into the meeting and then just kill them there.
I was
Yeah,
I was thinking about how I could make it darker, but I thought them being completely ghosted was probably scarier for the people than if they found the bodies.
Yeah.
Because now they can't blame anybody.
what was the name of the movie that
It's
that
also
Matt and Winston really liked? Was Casa de Nostra or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
La Cosa Nostra.
yeah.
La Cosa Nostra.
Episodes 2 and 3 in particular were aired on the show.
With all the saucy spaghetti scenes.
Oh man,
and the
so
murder
much,
and stuff.
so much food being prepped.
All right, the
cooked, and eaten.
reason the reason why I was thinking that's because there's a scene where everyone is getting shot and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was at a meeting. And I
Yeah.
was like, I want that to happen, but it's like,
It
it didn't
was
happen.
the revenge for the family being taken out. The old man, the grandfather, grabs a handful of guys and just guns down everybody in the rival family's warehouse.
I had a
He kind
spaghetti
of tries
off.
to go out in a blaze of glory, but then we have like the final cut scene or the final like post credit scenes. It's grandfather and grandmother, and I did everything for you. It was always for you. And
Such
she
a
just
weird
and she just
movie.
sits there. And, I imagine she just sits there, just pats his hand and she's like, "I know, sweetheart. I know. Let's take a walk."
And then me and Matt and Winston are just like,
Man,
Alright, moving on.
that was some of my best storytelling too. Was that dumbass movie?
I am
moving
a
on.
little bit sad that they didn't try to take pot shots. I was really looking forward to mowing down the guys on the towers.
They never saw you, except for Mr.
No.
Blinky Eye guy.
And Octavia didn't have to shoot anybody, which
No, it's probably sad.
No, but she did play a vital role
She
as
did.
the spotter.
Let's continue. So I guess the risking or sacrifice something to further your agenda doesn't really apply as much, although Pike maybe. Did you risk your life for your buddy? Pike possibly, even though it was completely stacked in his favor.
I put Octavia at extreme range, knowing that she was gonna make it really hard for her to help if things went bad. I went in. I knew that it was gonna be very difficult for her to back me up at that range.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
took
I'll
that
give
risk
you love for that.
anyways.
Did anybody challenge or stand up to the rival? I don't think so.
I don't have one right now.
Yeah.
I haven't interacted with Matthew lately.
Yeah. And you didn't really interact with him today either.
Nope.
Other
No, we
than
didn't.
the
I did
brief.
that the session before last, and I feel like we're getting good mileage out of that.
Yeah, we are. Panic rolls. Pike,
I made one.
Warren, I think made one.
Warren made one, yeah.
I think that was it. I think.
Yeah.
Everybody, just because of the nature of the situation, I'll give everyone this one. Well, at least Pike, Octavia, Warren. You guys definitely got one for overcoming a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means.
Yeah.
Some of that might be a little convoluted, but I'll allow it.
Warren just for like half-ass orchestrating it.
Yeah, I mean, like you participated in the planning and or execution, even though, like in Warren's
You
case, it was
walked
kind
out.
of indirectly.
And you volunteered to be the person walking in front of a camp of people who might be violent because people were getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could have swung anyway, and I already had my hand.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
all right, moving on.
Let's see. Did we have any significant discoveries? I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
The crew did, but not us.
No. Let's see.
Hammond did.
Who did?
Hammond had a
Hammond.
significant discovery.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. Pike again performing an extraordinary action. The single-handed removal of a massive threat. You killed the main bad guy for this mission.
I was gonna argue that the 11 dice success to kill the guy in bed with her and not wake her up was probably my extraordinary action.
I can argue that too.
Because that was fucking nuts.
And I will allow in this case because you did get. Excuse me. Did you guys get financial credit for salvaging the crash ship yet? Did I give you that yet?
No,
Go ahead and
I
take it
No.
now.
Oh, but we probably got paid for the month.
Well, I was gonna say go ahead and take it now because you have filled out the paperwork to claim it.
Yeah.
Dan made sure of
Okay.
that.
And
Remember
Tan
when he was
gonna
like,
secure us our money.
Would you
so-
like Seven Night Precious? I'm just fucking with you. Fill out the goddamn paperwork.
Yeah, and in case it matters, like Pike tried. Like he did everything exactly like he did not fuck around with the paperwork. He did a good job because he's not like
Except for the one section he made Tan read to him because the print was too small.
Pike has great eyes. All right, but
He's
like,
trying to make friends, okay? Extend the olive branch, man.
Pike is giving him the professional respect of not of not fucking that paperwork up, especially since us doing it and it getting filed is him helping us. Um, so if it matters for Tam, Pike was very professional about the paperwork and treated him
I
like the
think he
expert he
was.
is at paperwork.
I think he is. All right. That is it for experience. So, feedback, outro, comments. Let's start with Rodance. What do you got?
Oh man, my poor character is gonna have some hella. She's got some depression rolls waiting for her, and it's probably not gonna go well.
If you hadn't taken that Never Sleep, you would have had to roll one before the return of Captain in them.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was really worried about that one, but I'm happy you guys metagamed it.
Yeah, I had to babysit him. Of course, I would have taken it.
Yeah, no metagaming.
Yeah, that makes
No
sense though.
stacking
Really,
dice.
like
Well, like we had said up front that we weren't sleeping for the entire period, which is
Yeah.
why he grabbed it to begin with.
Yep.
I was just
Yeah, good
I only
point.
needed one dose instead of his two.
Yeah.
You really should pick up that talent, man. It's really useful in this type of situation, Mr. Sniper Man. Stocky
Yeah.
Stonky.
It is, but I've got to get myself back up to like 14 ranks in close combat. That's gonna take a while, all right?
damn.
Yeah, we're not getting the tons of experience we used to get.
I mean, speak for
combat.
yourself. I just made 10 XP.
He did get a bunch. He did, but he
I
did do a
did.
lot this session. So I
I
can't
almost
really.
full cleared the XP chart.
Yeah.
I'm working hard to get my skills back up.
All right.
Oh, Luke, you got anything? Excuse me.
I think the session went really well. It could have been a 20-minute Pike goes in, kills everyone, and then leaves, and then we would have been like, well, what do we do now? But somehow we stretched this into a 3-hour session.
Well, I did joke about it in the beginning, but I also wanted to make sure
It's
we
a
set.
real concern.
I wanted to make sure we did the set piece sort of thing, where we just did this and then we did that and then we did this, and I knew
Yeah.
there was a couple other moving pieces too. So
Yeah.
Man, if he had fucked it up, it would have turned us into a 10-minute sneaky sneaks into probably a multi-hour encounter. So
I don't think so.
A lot of these guys have sticks.
none of them
and I
had
rolled in
guns.
with a smart gun. So
None of
we
them
just
had guns.
We would have just.
There was a
it's time
reason.
to roll that many NPCs' deaths, okay?
It would
There was a
just
reason
turned
why
into a
Hammond wanted to get
montage
those
of him
guns.
just going ham and murdering all the people coming out of buildings.
Yeah.
Like, let's be clear. If I got caught and people went to rescue these dudes, I was going to kill everybody.
Oh yeah, it was going to be basically the northern facility comes down and just sees a graveyard and goes, well, now we have this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Kane, you got anything? Feedback, outro stuff?
No, Pike got to Pike really hard, and not only that, but this is like the first time he's actually done things like his original job.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
this was pretty good for Pike. He's feeling pretty good right now.
I bet he is.
I'm
He's
glad that
absolutely
Mike is
not got any stress right now because he just murked 5 people.
Yeah, Warren is still at 1 stress, it seems.
All right.
Well,
Well, our next...
from double pushing that observation check just because. So
Oh.
I still in more stress than they are, and all I did was roll 1 observation check.
Double. Make it a double.
Let's get out of here. That is it for us here tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please consider pressing all the buttons, liking, subscribing, sharing, etc., etc. If you are watching this live, you can type !Discord into the stream chat. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can find our Discord server invite in the video description below. Otherwise, just come hang out and hang out with us in the Discord. We like to talk smack from time to time. Usually about other things than each other. Like, you know, why is your favorite Battletech faction not the Free Worlds League? I don't know. I was trying to say something else because I actually like the Free Worlds League, but they don't even like each other. So
If it's not the Canopus.
Listen, everybody likes Canopus. They got cat girls and roller coasters.
Yeah.
Literally.
And drugs.
Literally cat girls and roller coasters. Anyways. Wow. Let's get out of here before Rodance kills somebody. Yeah, 4 times in a row. I
Yeah.
know. Stay safe out there, my friends. This world is a crazy dark place, so make sure you're doing what you got to do to take care of you and yours. As for me and mine, we are out of here. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Everybody make sad noises for Rodance.